Casey will tell you I am like a I don't know how to describe it. I can't just kind of clean something usually. Like if she tasks me to clean something, she knows it will be very, very clean. But she also has to serve for like so if we're cleaning the house, Casey will be like, I need you to clean this bathroom. But she has to literally sometimes be like a system interrupt IRL, where she has to like stop me from going down like a 15-minute YouTube rabbit hole because I saw there was like some gunk in our like in the crevices of our sink faucet or something. So I'm looking up how to dismantle and reassemble my sink on YouTube.
Things I never would have expected when you started in this effort.
I don't do this on my own, but once I start working on something like that, I get hyper focused for real. So I cleaned my keyboard. I looked up a guide. I took off all the keycaps. I soaked them in soap and water. And then I got to work on the keyboard, used some isopropyl alcohol, used a toothbrush, used some compressed air, cleaned the heck out of it, and then sponged off each and every one of my keycaps and reassembled it. And it's like I'm a new man. It's like I'm a new streamer, man. Feels so different.
I'm a new streamer. See, now you just made my life infinitely worse.
Infinitely?
You know, like the damage you've done. No, I
will tell you I took
once,
before and after pictures. I will tell you that definitely probably none of the pictures, but the before pictures will definitely just never see the light of day because it's disgusting. And it's not like funny disgusting. It's like that's gross.
You have to send that to me.
No, dude. Ew, no. It's just reprehensible.
So
it's hair and crumbs and just grossness accumulated over the course of I don't even know how many years. I probably have never cleaned this keyboard, and I've had it for like 9 years or something, like a long time.
I know you are obsessed with that keyboard because there's a couple of buttons that are very
it has macro
impossible.
keys, more of them, and in a like cluster arrangement that I really enjoy that I've never seen on another keyboard.
Right. If my keyboard gets 9-year dirty, it just gets
yeeted.
It's just a new keyboard.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's a new keyboard. Dude, I have a Logic MX Master 3S in box. Like, I have backups on backups on backups. This is brand new, in box, never used, because this one's fine. But like, and that's not even the one I use for the stream. I got a backup of this one too. But my point is like, when it comes to peripherals, if something really bugged me, like if I looked down and I saw what your before picture was, I'd just be like, all right, time to give that to my niece. Hopefully she takes up programming.
Right.
You know? Like,
fair enough.
Or something like that.
He's telling me there's something wrong with me, Jet. And he's not wrong. He's not incorrect.
No, I respect the heck out of you for finding something you really like and like not actually yeeting it and creating more e-waste. It's a good thing. You should be proud of yourself. But it's only because you're obsessed with those 5 macros.
That's part of it for sure.
You lost those 6 hours is because you're obsessed with those 5 macros.
I do the same thing with
very hesitant to change.
I mean, I do the same thing with other things that I don't want to replace, I guess. But yeah, I mean, there's some things I might just buy a new one. But like, I've done the same thing with like our coffee maker before, where I'll like start to clean our coffee maker, and I'm like, no, this needs a deep clean, and like it gets like basically disassembled and reassembled. getting like a
yeah. Don't you have a really baller coffee machine?
I do not. I have a Ninja. It's not anything extra special. It's like a decent Ninja coffee maker, but it's not like a. I don't want to go the route of getting like the really nice. The problem with getting a really nice coffee maker is it's like compounding cost, because you also, to justify it, you have to get really good coffee too. Like you can't get like a really nice espresso maker and then put like Folgers coffee in it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. So it just ends up being like a lot of extra cost. What's up, Tom? But yeah, I mean, I'll clean the coffee maker and I'll get like Clorox wipes and get like a knife and slide in the Clorox wipe in like the cracks of the coffee maker because there's just like collected gunk in it. I go in on cleaning. But I never do this stuff unless like there's like certain parts of me that just wake up to it, and it's sometimes at the worst time. I'll be like very busy, and she's like, "Don't." Casey will be like, "Don't you have a lot of shit to do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but this is dirty." She's like, "Yeah, I know."
I
but
definitely.
there's a part of it that's procrastination based, I think, where it's like my brain doesn't want to focus on the responsibility that I have, so I'm like, "Oh, this is a great time to optimize my sock drawer," you know.
Yeah, Dr. K on YouTube. You know, I know a lot of people have opinions. You shouldn't listen to this one size fits all psychiatrist on YouTube, and I respect that. But this video of him trying to describe like a person who's going through the mental gymnastics not to do the work they are currently doing is 100% on point. He's like,
Yeah, no,
levels.
there's a part of that for me for sure. Yeah.
Right. And there's like level 1 where you're doing the thing you should be doing.
Right.
And your mind will do anything in its power not to do that thing.
Right.
And then there's like level 2, you'll be very, very, very productive at anything else.
Yeah, you'll pick anything that's not the thing that you should be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then your mind will use that as a gateway drug to get you to level 3, which is I'm gonna go play video games, or I'm gonna go
like I earned some actual wasting time because I was productive today. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, it's
definitely could be applied to my life at times for sure.
It's ace queen, folks. Please be good against ace 4. Please hold. Oh my gosh, just 4. It's full, huh?
Yuck.
He even had the ace of diamonds. All right.
Is that the $10 classic?
Yeah, $10 classic.
Gotcha.
Criminal. Over here in the $20, I have a gutter. I 3-bet, got called by 2 people. I have ace jack, and this player leads for 1. The good old min bet into 29. Give me a queen of clubs. So close. And now he bets like 25. Because he's got 10s full. 3. Yeah, take it. Kings full. 3 into 32.
Milked, yeah.
He wasn't going to get much more out of me. Man, like, maybe I'm the fish. Holy smokes. He bet 3 into 33, chat. Like, we know he found the bet slider, too. He didn't bet min on the river. What is that?
He's got the preset.
I swear, I'm folding to 5.
He's got the preset 9% button.
Yeah, 1 of 31? Like 1/31st of the pot? What was that?
Oh.
I got wrecked. Does anybody not pay that 3 big blinds? There's no way, right?
I have flopped. Well, I did flop 4s full here. This is an interesting turn card.
4th ace on the river, and he's playing the board, chat.
You're disgusting. Why would you even summon the concept of that evil into the world? This feels like a bad call.
Oh, you're good. He checked.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't think I'm getting value from King 9 either, but checking made me very happy for sure.
Is there a point in your married life where maybe you're the planner for your family? I don't get that vibe, though. I get the opinion that
No.
you are not.
No.
Okay, so is there at some point where your family just starts including Casey in the group chat?
Oh, yeah.
How long after your marriage?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No,
that's the worst.
That happened pretty early for us. My family knows me, and like, yeah.
I just can't believe I'm in a group chat currently with my 2 sisters about planning Mother's Day, and they're asking me questions like I have a clue. Like, what? Are you serious? I know who my mother is. Other than that, you need to talk to Danielle.
I'm familiar with the woman. Yeah.
Yeah, I am like, what do you want to get her? No clue. Yeah, talk to Danielle. When do you
Yeah,
want to
right.
go? No clue.
No
Let's go to
clue,
Danielle.
right, yeah.
Talk to Danielle. What are we bringing for dessert? Oh, did you really just ask me? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, we're just creating more work where there doesn't need to be more work, right? You're just creating a possibility for miscommunication along the way in the game of telephone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll eventually get there.
It happens for sure. It happens. And I think you're like me where you would not see that as like an insult, and hopefully your family doesn't see it as like weird to include her or whatever. Like I don't think my family really did. Like it's at the point now where I'm annoyed when they don't add Casey. Like I'm like I have to like add her or like I have to deliver the message. Yeah.
Right. And there's androids in my family.
There's
non-techie
Android in my
people,
house.
Which means
rude. I still can't get Casey.
Yeah, but she's super technical, so you can use WhatsApp.
Yeah. That's all good. No hurdle there, really.
Yeah. But I'm also worried that it's going to be a switch flip, right? And it's just going to be like, instead of adding me, they add Danielle. And then I have no clue again that it's happening.
Oh, yeah, that's
like,
true.
It's going to go too far the other way. And I'm like, how do I navigate these
that's
waters?
just an open line of communication. Casey's really good at like communicating that stuff with me. Typically now my family just adds both of us. But it's just like
right.
I'm just a silent observer typically. I'm a silent observer and a shit disturber. Like I will make jokes or make fun of someone. That's my entire like role in the family group chat.
That's a great spot to be in. I'd love to be in that spot. I don't know if I'm as funny as you, but we'll make it work.
It's fun. Headed to a friend's surprise birthday party tomorrow. Haven't been to a surprise party in a while. Should be fun.
Dude, I have a crazy story along that exact same line when we come back.
Yeah, really? Nice.
Oh, is it not break? Yeah.
No, it's break.
Oh,
it's coming after this hand, I believe. We're just both in a hand or both have a hand on the table.
But the synopsis for those people that need a reason to join us after break, for the first time ever, I was the subject of a surprise party in my own home.
Whoa! All right.
It was very, very interesting. So that's the teaser trailer.
All right.
And we'll talk about that at some point in the night. I don't know if it'll be right when we get back, but definitely at some point.
All right. Sounds good. See you soon, chat.
See you in a bit.
What's up, everybody? We're back. We're back.
That we are. What up, buddy?
Hey, man. So tell me about this surprise party that you were a part of in your own home.
It is the wildest I've got. The wildest I got, I think, ever. And you know one of them. My 30th birthday was a surprise party that I fell for, but that was a traditional surprise party. This one, I don't know how they pulled it off. So, like, basically, it was last Saturday, and we, last weekend of March, we had gone to my cousin and her husband's house, maybe in the middle of March, and they said, "Oh, we really would love to come see you guys soon. Like, we can get a babysitter." And we're like, "Yeah, absolutely. Let's plan for that."
Sure.
And this date is like the only date that wasn't filled up in Danielle's and I's calendar. And Danielle says, "What about this date?" And we're like, "Okay, sounds good." So they planned it on like March 10th, and it was for the end of March. And then we keep, talking about it. And then Danielle's sister says, "My plans fell through with so-and-so. Can I come over?" And we're like, "Sure, absolutely." And then it was us five. And then her friend from North Carolina's grandmother wanted to see Philly's opening day. So she was in from North Carolina. So she was there. Okay. And I had just happened to, we had cleaned the house immensely because we were just done puppy sitting, which we'll also talk about, I'm sure.
Right.
And I just so happened to set up a haircut. So I'm like, okay, today's going to be a day. Like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to make a pizza. I'm going to make a homemade pizza for the 4 guests we're having.
Right.
I'm going to come home, and these 3 ladies are going to be intoxicated. For sure. They get to sit out on the porch or the patio furniture. It's wonderful at like 2:00 in the afternoon. Best weather we've had yet this past Saturday. Absolutely amazing. I'm like, they are going to be struggling by the time I get back. I get back, they're all drinking water and Gatorade. I'm like, I wonder what is going on here.
Right.
And then they say, "Nice haircut." I make the pizza, and then right on time, my cousin and her husband come through the door. And I have reservations set up, and we're gonna do we're ready to rock. We're gonna have a good day. We do the Wordle that we have set up in our house.
Sure.
And we're talking, and I'm like, "Oh, we gotta get ready to go kind of soon, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna go to this brewery, then we're gonna go out to this restaurant, so and so." And little bit of panic from my best friend, my cousin's husband, I thought he was just like, "I need more time to pregame." Whatever. Very reasonable excuse. And then a knock at the door. And it was like one of my groomsmen, my buddy, Pokemon Fridays, you might have seen in chat, Schwartz 7, and Pokemon Fridays' fiance comes walking through the door. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, well, I don't have any more doughs, but we'll find a way to get more pizza. What's going on? Hi, how's everybody doing?" And then they let the cat out of the bag that they've had plans since January 10th. This date, my entire wedding party was going to be there. So this was people from North Carolina, my sisters, my nieces, all the way up. My buddy from North Carolina came. The person who rents my house came.
Punked in your own house. That's wild.
Everybody showed up, and then they out of a movie, they pulled out a duffel bag that just had all the decorations in it for an engagement party, and we had an engagement party for the rest of the day. My in-laws came over. Her entire bridal party came, so everybody showed up, and I found out all these cracks in how they figured it out. Those 3 people I first mentioned were hanging out at Danielle's sister's house just for 15 minutes, just so they could set up the whole gambit of getting us. They just sat there in somebody else's house getting ready and all this stuff, just so that there was enough time for us to believe that it was only the 6 of us that were going out that day.
That's so funny, dude. Dude,
the level
is this Danielle's
of detail
scheme? Is she the mastermind behind all this?
No, they got her too.
Oh, so she wasn't in on it. So who's the mastermind?
No,
Who's the master planner?
my my cousin's husband is my best friend. His name's Corey. He's my best man at my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And Danielle's sister, Kristen, was the masterminds 100%. And they were insane. They would have they did like a handoff of the date. That's what made it the crazy Jedi mind trick thing. Is like, I'm like, why is that date open? And I found out later that Danielle had booked it with Kristen to do something.
Right.
But then Kristen's friend was coming back in town, so that date opened up 2 days before we went and saw, my cousin and Corey.
Right.
So that they could subtly drop like, hey, are you free to hang out? Like, let's pick a date. And then and they knew that was going to be the only date on our calendar. So we scheduled our own surprise party that they had scheduled for 3 months. It was like a full-on Jedi mind trick. It was messed up. We got completely played. It was nuts.
No, your men are already dead. You planned your own surprise party.
It was so messed up. I don't understand. It's like every time we were with Kristen, she must have stolen phones, looked at calendars all the way up,
it's
and
literally
planned it.
Mr. Calling and corporate espionage or something.
Oh, it was crazy. I even found out that the day we planned this event with my cousin and Corey, there was this loud bang and the calendar's on the floor. And my understanding was that his little one knocked it off the fridge. But it turns out Corey, in his not so 100% there state, saw Mark and Danielle's surprise party on the calendar and just swiped at it like a child and took his own calendar off the fridge. And because we were around the corner, and I didn't put two and two together at all. I'm like, what's going on here?
Get that out of here. That's funny.
It was so well done. I was impressed.
At one point, I was not involved in the planning of this one that I'm going to, but when I was in high school, I did successfully plan a surprise party myself. It wasn't as Jedi mind trick or as involved as you're talking about, but we did a whole, my other friend had plans with my friend Justin and was driving him around, and then just had a spur of the moment idea. I called them and said, why don't you guys stop over, hang out for a bit or whatever, and then all of his friends were waiting there. I will say the moment when you actually pull off a seriously good surprise and you get to see the look on somebody's face that everyone they know and love is all in a room, it's magical for sure. For most people, I think there are a few people out there who really don't like surprise parties, and that's important to know. But
no, we loved it. The one thing that bothered
it's pretty cool.
The one thing that bothered me is the second it happened, Danielle and I are both beet red, and everybody just turns to me and is like, we knew we were going to get Mark. He's the easy one. And then and they're like, we can't believe we got Danielle. And I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Right.
I'm supposed to be smart. What's going on here? I'm easy to fool. I'm gullible. Is that what we're saying? Yes, Mark. You're terribly gullible.
They've got us straight. That's not cool. Two pair lost it straight here.
The old 6-8.
Yeah. Bad 5. I thought it was a good 5 for me. It was a bad 5.
It's messed up.
It's okay. They won back some chips. I won a huge pot off of them while you were talking earlier. So
yeah,
we're still in 22 here.
You have so many chips even after losing that one.
Yeah. I did lose a cube sit and go while we were chatting as well. Ace 9 to King Queen. But yeah, so I'm going to a surprise party this weekend, and it should be a good one. It's a friend who the friend whose basement we used to go hang out in all the time when we were kids. We're all reuniting in his basement to have a surprise party for him in his mom's basement. We're going to the house where we used to play beer pong and hang out in high school and college.
It just feels right, you know?
Yeah, it just fits. Exactly.
Why did you bet flop? Why did you bet flop with ace nine? Like, I knew he was just gonna have an ace there, but there was no reason he should have an ace there.
Right.
Unacceptable, man. I feel like every guy, I don't want to speak for women, but at least every guy had a friend that you spent way too much time in that friend's basement.
Yeah, I think it's very
And
formative, typical. Yeah.
and I don't know about you, but in my case, that basement was so much cooler than any place we got to hang,
Sure.
that we could hang out at my house. It was like night and day difference. Like I had the little plastic chips. He had the metal insert chips, and he had a box that was like this. He had a ping pong table down there.
I don't know. I don't think this guy's basement was necessarily much nicer, like as a place, but his parents were very patient with us being very rowdy until the wee hours of the morning, whereas other people, it just wasn't as easy to like not have someone come down and yell at you. I think that was a very big deciding factor. Like his mom, the joke is that his mom is going to bring us, because she used to bring us like meat and cheese platters and like shrimp when we were up at like 1 a.m. And so the joke is that it's going to be catered by Janice. His mom is going to be like catering the party and bringing us like shrimp like the good old days. Yeah.
I love that. Were you the one that had to call and say like, "Hey, can we do an old school like we used to do party
No.
in your basement?"
I was not really involved in the planning of this one. I think his wife orchestrated most of that, but
okay,
no, I did not.
That's
make
less
that
weird.
call.
I wanted it to be you though. That's so cool. Like if it was like his wife, they already have great rapport. But could you imagine like one of his friends from high school had to just judge it back up?
I would have had fun talking to Jan. She would have loved it.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Congratulations, Money BLK. Good luck. Hope you take it down, my friend. That's awesome, though. When is that? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a good time.
Are you at risk of ruining the surprise party? Are you a surprise party ruiner?
Absolutely not. I'm a locked up type ship. And I'm
not.
I try to use my powers for good, but I'm a pretty good liar.
Yeah, I agree.
Above
average liar.
I agree. Jeez, yikes.
Dude, you lied to me through your teeth and then like posted it on Twitter during my surprise party.
Yeah, I did.
I was very surprised. You had that thing as a scheduled tweet ready to go 4 minutes after I showed up.
I did, yeah.
So that doesn't surprise me. But Kristen also took a shot at me during our surprise party that I'm terrible at surprises. Like Danielle saw what was probably her engagement, what was her engagement ring, but she wasn't 100% sure, in our Google camera before I proposed. I got
technology
Danielle,
adds some extra hurdles to any kind of surprise, man. The freaking cloud will. The cloud is not your friend in this case. You know what I mean?
I almost unplugged the internet when I left, and I was like, "Nah, I don't have to do that. I'll just turn off the camera." I turned off the camera. She got a notification and turned it back on.
That's funny.
Come on, what is that? That's messed up. Like I am the one who knocks. I'm the programmer in this house. Don't you dare send her a notification when I'm trying to be smart.
I feel like that's like a common way. Like I was reading that it's a common way that like this obviously does not apply to you, but the common way that like infidelity gets discovered these days is people like disabling their Ring camera, or like a spouse will discover that like their spouse is like parking in a different location because they're watching their Ring camera or something, you know what I mean? So that they can leave without being detected. Like technology, man. It's discovering the secrets, both good and bad.
It's always been trading privacy for
convenience, right?
Convenience, exactly. Yeah. And like I would like a 10. Oh, that's a cool way to get there. Counterfeit. They're 8s. I had ace jack, by the way, chat. But yeah, like I never considered that when we were talking about loved ones, right? Like that you intentionally let into the network,
Right.
like intentionally give access to the locks and the cameras and the this and the that.
Sure.
But luckily, I've never been in a spot where I was doing something that I was ashamed of in that regard.
Right, sure.
Buddy, I got a huge hand here in the 50. Massive spot. This cutoff raised. I 3-bet. We get 4-bet, get it in. Ace King against Queens. They make a straight.
Oh, man.
They make Broadway against my set of Queens. Okay.
GG.
I would like to rebuy. Don't worry, that one was a ticket. BetRivers had our backs on that one. This one's on Mito, so don't do that again.
There you go.
Good old Ace King versus Queens. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Sorry, stacking off in a cube, sit and go. Ace 7 up against Ace 9. We chop. It doesn't surprise you at all, the tech, like the ring camera stuff I was talking about? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me really either.
Yeah. This is a misclick, chat. I should not be involved in this hand. I thought this player only raised, and then this player just called, but it was actually raised in a 3-bet, and now I torched 10 big blinds in the Benjamin. At Ace Deuce of Hearts.
Yikes. I did not.
Stadge.
I'm a bad BetRivers person. I did not register the Benjamin beforehand. I really should have with the early bird.
Are you serious?
Special going on. Yeah, I did not. I you know what happened? I was like looking at it and I was gonna do it, and then I got distracted talking. Like not you talking. Like it's all on me. I was talking, and then I just forgot. And I was like, my brain was like, yeah, you did that. Nope.
That means you've like burned $150 like 90% of the time.
Yep. No. They give you 10% back. I've burned $15. You get 10% of your buy-in back in the early bird
Okay,
special.
I was gonna say
Not a full buy-in. The sit and go one is you get one full buy-in, full entry for every two that you brick. The early bird special is you get
insane.
10% up to 100 every week. You get 10% of every buy-in back. It basically like sort of negates the rake if you want to look at it that way.
That makes way more sense.
Still torching some money, but thankfully not $150.
Yeah, BetRivers, their promotions are insane. That's where I thought we were at. I was like, what are we doing here? I was so confused. Also, I was like, I don't gamble that much. I don't have a $50 ticket. It just means that I do gamble that much. Right. And I did have $50 in early bird, early bust outs, doll hairs.
Took down a couple of 10s. I think I played like 2 10s and 2 5s, and I won the 10s and lost the 5s. So that's how we want. That's where we want to be.
And which tournament is this?
No, the sit and goes. I've been firing some of the sit and go cubed.
Oh, you won the $10 buy-in. I saw a pair of 10s on the flop.
Oh no! I won a couple of $10 sit and goes, and then lost the $5 ones. If we're gonna pick a way to be, that's where we want to be.
That makes sense to me. I'm all in on that. I raise.
So, good news on the in the gaming world. The game I was telling you about that I've been a little bit into, the Bazaar. They had a horribly received like monetization choice that I think I talked about last week. They pretty much fully reversed it. They have a free battle pass, which is like pretty reasonable, and then you can pay to unlock things faster. But it seems like you can unlock most, if not everything, for free, just by grinding. And it's a good like sort of like vote with your wallet type of good story at this point. I feel like they actually listened to the people, and people kind of decided they weren't going to play it if it stayed like that, or at least weren't going to pay for it. And I think they've made a better choice for everyone. I think they'll still make money with this in this format because people will want the shiny new stuff fast, but you don't have to pay. So I think it's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad that those types of things happen. I'm all in with Ace King here, by the way. Shoot, I did tell you my hand.
I was folding
Hope you
anyway.
didn't have
You're
a
fine.
decision.
I was folding anyway.
Okay.
I did. Well,
Joke's on him. I have 10 jack.
Okay, you're all in. So I did have a hand, but not one that I would consider for this many chips. I had ace jack, but I wasn't going to call for
flop Broadway.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you wouldn't call off with ace jack there to at a chance to get me.
Nah.
That's all the value. But that is always great when you see something like that actually result in a change that is better for everybody. It's always a good sign. I will bet. So these things that you unlock in the free battle pass, do they result? How to say? Like, if you spend money, do you get a leg up in the game, or is it cosmetic?
I think you kind of do get a leg up in the game. It's similar to like Marvel Snap, where like you can grind and unlock stuff for free, but it takes longer. And typically in these kind of games, the new stuff, if the format it seems like they're following is the new stuff is going to be like really kind of OP at first, and then be like maybe tuned back because they want people to want it. I can't really fault them for that. I don't think it's extreme so far. Like, I think you still can win with other characters and other cards. This first one is a little bit, I mean, it's a little bit out there. It's pretty overpowered, but I think they'll get the balance, hopefully, pretty good as they go forward. But like, Marvel Snap is in an interesting place because there's a lot of reasons that Marvel Snap is like kind of predatory from a monetization standpoint. But I think the general thing is not too bad, where there's a lot of different builds in the meta in like Marvel Snap that can work. They usually have trouble competing with the newest hotness, but you can play like counter meta and find like builds that work against the new hotness. Sometimes it's usually not like, it's rare that it's like, oh, it's just an auto lose, I guess, if that makes sense.
Right. So what is wrong with the super auto pets model where you only play against other people who have paid to unlock the new content? And
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
So why didn't the Grand Bazaar do that?
I don't know. I mean, they could do that. I think they really just want, I think it's maybe just a little bit different vision where they want a very vibrant game that has all of their characters and all their items in it so people can see and experience them and things like that. I think it could lead to a different approach where, like, I think in their vision, if they add enough stuff to the game overall, eventually it becomes like really hard to like right now it's pretty easy to like force a build because there's only so many items in the game, and if you have the item pack that other people don't, you're gonna find those items that you want and be able to build the way you want to build your board, is what it's called in this game, I guess. But once they have like 10 heroes and all their accompanying cards and events and all these things in the game, I think it will become a lot more difficult to like sort of hone in on, I'm gonna make this winning meta build for sure every time. Like, you won't be able to do it. I think that's maybe their vision, but
I'm with it. That makes sense. I also kind of, while you were talking, I was like, you said something along the lines of they want all their games, all their characters, all their items in the game in one spot. And like, it made me think how SAP kind of had that issue where they had too fractured of a player base. Like, there'd be people playing the new pack, and there'd be people playing the star pack because it's all they own. And then there'd be a lot of people playing the weekly or whatever, but that's
for sure. That was kind of all I ever played. Was I I always just tried to crush the weekly in SAP. I always thought that was fun.
Yeah.
There was a while where I'd be like excited every whatever it was Sunday or Monday when the weekly SAP would roll over.
Yeah, I mean that sounds awesome. There's no game like that right now.
No, I do recommend the Bazaar. It's a fun game, or even just go watch some creators play it. Obviously, I've been watching Northern Lion. Another one, Kriparian, is very popular as a.
I feel like you started talking about that game before Northern Lion played it.
Slightly, yeah, because I just heard like the buzz about it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Chat's rare.
Yeah. Yeah, especially now. There might have been a time when I was really tuned into gaming, but not as much now.
Yeah, but well done. I saw him just a little bit.
Of diamonds. They made a flush in the sit and go.
Sad.
Not out, but it failed to win because of that.
These are all cubed, $5 and $10.
Yeah, I'm playing the $5 and $10 cubed.
Gotcha.
Queen 6 versus Jack 10. We're ahead. We flop a queen. We win it. We are
nice.
We got 8.81 big blinds to their 0.2. I think we got this one. Hopefully. King 8 versus Jack 8. Got him.
Nice. What do we get?
It's Cuban. 1250. Second lowest, I think. I think lowest is min. Like you get 10 for 5. It's 1250 is the next one up, I think.
Yeah. Makes sense. I can't believe you got $250 glitch prize.
It was crazy, dude.
I'm very jealous. Was it on stream?
It was, yeah. And I was complaining too because I lost, like, this guy was like jamming like every hand in the 25s and he beat me with 7-5. Like we were like pretty even and I stacked off King 6 for like 12 big blinds because he was jamming every hand. It was super early, but he was jamming every hand. And he jammed 7-5 suited and got there against my King 6. And I'm like ranting and then the 250 glitch prize pops up.
I'm like, I would assume you have
jamming
a YouTube short
everything.
about it already.
What'd you say?
I would assume you already have a YouTube short about it.
I have it ready to be edited. I haven't done it yet. But yes.
Do it, chat. You gotta roast him. What is this? I thought it was a content creator.
Last night, man. I have a daytime job. I went to bed.
You have 3 hours to make it your own.
It's like when someone goes missing. The first 24 hours of short form content are the most crucial.
That's so accurate, though. You're almost already late to the game. Like, have you published your Switch 2 review yet?
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, when I was... poker's not as bad, honestly. When I was doing gaming content, you had to be so early with stuff. And it's frustrating because, like... I mean, I got to the point where this happened sometimes for me, which was nice, but, like... The huge creators get, advanced copies and free codes and all that stuff, right? They get the game, like the beta preview embargo edition, like 2 weeks before it actually comes out. So, like, you have no chance to be first. They have, like, the huge YouTube content creators have a fully edited by a professional editor video ready to go, like, minute 1. And
absolutely.
Be me as a fledgling creator being like, I'm gonna record my video, and then it's like doesn't do anything anyway.
I am I'm absolutely thankful that, like, winning a poker tournament the way you won that poker tournament in the heads up match that you had is like, it's a one-time thing. That's how that happened, and like nobody else will be able to manufacture that exact piece of content.
Right,
yeah, where like you only do get to experience the new power-ups in Isaac Rebirth once,
right, yeah,
or the first time you encounter like the arrow in Spelunky.
So speaking of roguelites, I saw there was a trailer dropped. Maybe it just dropped today, or it dropped very recently for Enter the Gungeon 2, which is one of my favorite roguelites. But the second one they've decided, it looks like, and Oh, you made Broadway? That's rude. Ace 5 versus King Queen, and they made Broadway on the river. Um,
Rude.
they decided to make Enter the Gungeon 2 3D. It looks like, which I'd be nervous about it, but I do really trust Dodge Roll Games. They're really good at making indie games. So I'm curious to see how it turns out.
I was truly confident, like as confident as I had ever been about something you were going to say. And I thought you were going to talk about Hades 2. But that was not where you went.
Not the case.
Yeah, Hades 2 just, I don't know if it just got announced or if it was just announced for Switch, but that's what I thought we were going to talk about because it was part of the Switch Nintendo Direct.
Right.
Is that
I
out
did see
on
that as well.
computer already?
Hades 2?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have anything here?
Hades 2 came out on May 6th, 2024, maybe? No, I do not.
Way off. Okay. I just thought like...
Hold on, that might be a garbage AI answer. I just want to look. It says up, because Wikipedia says release May 6, 2024, early access. So maybe it's still out in a long early access?
Weird.
I don't know. Yeah, released to early access May 5th, 2024. I don't know if it's actually been fully released at all. Early access is so weird because there are some games where early access is a total scam, and then there are some games where it's like totally reasonable. They're early access and they're really using that for player feedback and they're improving the game and making the full release better. And then there are some games where it's like, why are you even in early access? The game is done. Just click the button that says released. I don't know.
they had 3 internationals, 3 of the biggest Dota 2 tournaments before Dota 2 was out of open beta. What was the point? Like, this is the biggest like video gaming tournament ever, and it's on a beta, technically, of the game. Like, that was the biggest, like, what are you waiting for moment of all time. Like, I was in Dota 2 and the first international of Dota 2 was while it was in closed beta. Like, you need an invite code.
Yeah.
But like, why was there an open beta after the private beta?
Makes
right?
no
The
sense,
game is done. People are playing it like publicly as possible. They're in arenas playing your game. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I'm with you on this. I think it's a really weird space. I think some developers are like, I don't know, man, I just want to make cool stuff. And then some guy who makes money told me to release it as a beta so I could change the price later.
Right,
like,
yeah.
That's what I feel
just
like.
Listen to the marketing guy, and that's what he told me to do, right?
Yeah. This will be your first MTT win on BetRivers. Good luck, man. Get the dub. Who is? There's this guy named Keith. Well, it's his anonymized name. He's got a sleeping avatar. Should be
I have not
easy.
had many good ends in the $20 Classic. It's true.
I have ace 10, by the way, now that he folded. Money be okay. You hit me with a wall of text and I'm not recovering from it. What do you mean here? They changed the structure to go from July 2nd through August 16th. And it will not be extended to the 24th. That's not the main event. The main event wasn't a month-long tournament, was it? You're breaking my brain. Unless I'm missing something. I'm guessing you're saying that they talked about changing the WSOP festival to go from July 2nd to August 24th, and now they didn't do that. That's my guess. I have Ace Yaki over here. against Emilio, and he doesn't want to play anymore. Let's go back to our Ace 10 and the 20, where Rowan is taking his time.
July 2nd to July 16th, I think, is what Money Be Okay meant. Is when the main event is.
So they're shortening the total time in the main event? I can't believe that. That's wild to me. By 8 days? By like... It goes from 22 days to 14 days? It's 2/3 the size of it used to be? Somebody's doing the wrong... What do you think of the changes? I'm not a tournament director, but it sounds ludicrous. Almost mistaken. You can't reduce the biggest tournament on the planet by 40% of its duration and hope it's still a good tournament.
Where did you see this?
IMO.
Okay. I'm looking.
He read it in your article.
No. False. Where is the main event on there?
No, the funniest thing is Money Be Okay. AG is just going to copy paste. Once he verifies it, he's just going to copy paste it and post it right to Poker News. You're like, what?
10K
What is
to
happening?
SOP. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday from July 2nd to July 5th are day ones.
4 day ones, which is how it always is.
4 day
right?
ones, yeah, from starting July 2nd. And then day 11 is July 16th. So yeah, it's July 2nd to 16th. What's the typical duration, the main?
Maybe they have more rest. Maybe they have less rest days. They got rid of rest days. Is there still 2 day twos? Because that's how it used to be.
There are 4 day twos.
Okay, so
Day 2A, B, and C on Sunday are no, sorry, there's 2 day twos. Day 2A, B, and C are all combined on Sunday the 6th, and day 2D is Monday the 7th.
Yeah. Which that sounds like it hasn't changed. Okay. We did get there, Money Be Okay, but we're still decoding the rest of it. Like, it still feels ludicrous to me that they shortened the WSOP main by 40%. That feels crazy sauce. Did you have the King of Hearts here? And the Ace of Clubs. I should be way ahead, but I'm checking because I'm terrified. Like, how did our opponent get here? Let's just hit the Deuce of Hearts and have a great day. 7 of Diamonds. Instead, we're going to cry call when he bets and get shown to Jack. Okay? We're going to cry bet when he checks because missing value with Ace King here feels so bad. If I get jammed on, you're going to audibly hear me scream. I get check jammed on this river. Okay.
So last year the main event went from July 3rd to 17th. So that is 15 days of play. This year,
Dude, it went from the 3rd to the 15th, and now it's the 2nd to the 16th. This is a no-op, man. It went like they made it 1 day longer. Nah, nothing burger. Money Be Okay. That was just a bigger minefield for my mind than it was anything of a change. I wouldn't worry about it. Enjoy if there's extra play that we can watch on Poker Go or whatever service, Poker News, then enjoy the extra content. That's my take on it. Big nothing burger. Everybody who says they're not playing the main event this year, don't believe them. Bill Hellmuth playing the main. That's my opinion.
I mean, I don't think Hellmuth was saying that he wasn't playing even if there were no changes. So I think his argument would still stand if he really meant it, but he wasn't like protesting changes, I don't think, right?
Right.
He was protesting
he wasn't.
The opposite, lack of changes, I guess.
Yeah, I was just messing.
Got him.
I'm just messing that I don't think Phil Hellmuth can stay away from the main.
No, yeah,
I am
that
3
part I
betting
might
here.
agree with for sure.
Buddy, since you have folded the $20, guess what I have here?
Oh, those are some pretty ones. What's up, Broken Bones?
Hey, buddy. Okay. Gembo! Against Ace-8. Okay. That's the first clean board I've had all night. Sweet! Aces greater than Ace-8 for heaps. Somebody's got more chips, AG, in the $20.
Somebody's closer.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Money be okay. I don't think it should be, right? I think the people that play the main will complain on Twitter about any change, and then they will still play the main, and then the tournament will feel exactly the same because they're doing very small adjustments.
So wait, I'm confused.
They should be doing it.
I'm confused because it said the 2nd through the 16th or whatever. What's the 24th that Money Be Okay is talking about? What's extended to end on the 24th?
Not sure. I got 9s against Ace King here in a big spot in the 10. Deuce. Oh, yes. Okay. Hold up.
Because I don't see that on WSOB's website that the main event was scheduled to end on the 24th. I mean, that would make it 23 days long.
Way longer. Yeah, which I don't think that's the case. Is that on Poker.org?
I don't know.
Where he said he got it. It's tough through the delay too, buddy. I have a stack in the $10. I'm in second. Trying to make the final table and the money. Please? No. No stew for you. Right, I check. I have Queen 10 here, chat. Remy's super short. He's less than a big blind. All right, you go ahead, Declan. Why'd you bet me out of that pot with Queen High? I would have won. The only thing he asked for was the day off. Oh, you asked him what he would change? Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, those guys, when you play as many tournaments as Phil and Daniel and all the crazy regs, I just went after the most known folks in that camp. I think they all need an extra day off. It's just they're going forever. I call. And I fold. I can't believe we're not on the same table in the 100 or the 50. There's only 8 of us. Wait, there's only these 8 of us. How are we not on the same table?
I'm not playing yet, brother.
You're not playing the 50?
Not yet.
Are you okay?
I should get in there. I was just waiting.
That's good. All right, that's fine. No pressure. I'm enjoying myself.
I'm gonna
over
get
here.
in
Let
the
me
100 right. I'm gonna get in the 100 right now. We'll get the 50 soon.
Okay. I shouldn't have even summoned him. I gotta have a better.
Bad beat incoming for sure now. You've done it. You can't wave that in front of the poker gods.
Yeah, that's terrible. I agree with you 100%, but I just think that I don't know.
You did refresh me though. I'm in here.
There's an early bird promo and you're not playing it. There's something
Well, I
wrong.
mean, I missed that, and then it didn't matter when I registered. The early bird promo only works if you get in before it. It's not like I get a partial for being like a little early. You didn't join me heads up here, did you? In the 50?
No, it's not me. I thought you were saying you're like heads up at a tournament and you were just trying to mock me for not being.
No.
Spot.
I'm just saying that someone from the other table, I think, joined me here.
So, buddy, look at my table spot I have. I should be like owning right now. I have 50 bigs. Remy across the way has battled back to have 11. Giardo Y has 10.5, and Declan Y has 5.
Wow. Yeah. That's quite a dynamic.
Yeah, I just folded an ace. I just think he's got to be jamming a little bit stronger than ace 4 on the bubble when he's shorter than 2 opponents.
Makes sense.
Is there any new word on Stars PA joining New Jersey and Michigan pools?
No word so far on any of the sites joining, but Pennsylvania has been cleared. It's like up to the operators now, I think, to join up.
How did we not go with I bleed the fifth on that question? The easiest layup of all time. I have an ace, and you are betting large. I also gutter. Why are you betting large? You're not supposed to bet large here, ever. On a 4 of diamonds? I feel like I'm just going to expose all my leaks here on the channel, but I feel like I play two face up regarding bet sizing. Like, if you bet 3 big blinds into me, you just always get called. I just never have a reason to raise or fold you ever. And like, it means block bets work too well on me, and I'm not looking for enough opportunities to bluff over these small bets, stuff like that.
I feel like I see you bluff over block bets sometimes, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to summon a few more. Holy smokes, we're gonna gamble a huge amount of chips, AG. Ridiculous. I'm second place, and it's by a mile, and the chip leader just jammed 100 bigs into me.
Wow.
Pocket king. So
good luck.
This is gonna be a big spot. Please be good. Deuce, they're blocking their aces.
Nice.
I'm good, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Baby, let's go.
Huge.
Let's go, baby. All right, chip lead guaranteed $40. Oh, you're saying they did extend it by 8 days from pokerstrategy.com?
I can't find this anywhere. So
yeah, that feels like AI generated slop. Something feels wrong. But that's just my take. Obviously, they know more than I do. I'll believe it when I see it.
Brother, I think this is probably an April Fool's joke. Yes, this is April Fool's. This is Barry Carter posting on April 1st. This is an April Fool's Day joke, my friend. For sure.
Money be okay, you got.
This is a prank.
What was your
Twitter funny man
April Fool's Day?
I did like.
I thought they were all pretty bad this year. I'm not lying.
As far as poker ones go, I did like Vanessa Cade saying that she was giving up the fight against like douchey males at the poker table and was just gonna trust them to police themselves, and stuff like that. She said she claimed she was like giving up the fight for feminism, basically, which I thought was very funny in her, given her very obvious track record.
Yeah. I did not see that ever.
I liked Jennifer Shahade also had a very clowny article that she wrote about how like hearts are notoriously like under bluffed, and so you should bluff more with hearts. Like it's like the suit is like there's sexism against the suit in poker, so you should like bluff hearts way more often. You probably just have
That's
like
funny.
a 9-10, right? But I'm gonna call. Yep.
Yeah, exactly 9-10. Sag.
Yeah, they just always have it. Just always do. Should fold 2 pair there. Multi-way pot, jamming it over my bet. Have a set or 9-10.
Did you see Elgato's?
The huge stream deck. I did see that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, the stream desk.
The stream desk. Yeah, right.
Yeah, stream deck desk or something.
Yeah.
Where it's an entire desk made out of stream decks. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost a good idea.
Oh yeah, that's what makes it a good prank.
Like,
because like some people will be like, oh yeah, I kind of want that. There's some guy out there who like runs like a multiple like feed like stream or something, and is like, I could actually use. It'd be nice to have that many buttons.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're right though.
I'm all in the $50 classic. King Queen.
Hate this spot. Good luck.
Also all in at our table in the 20.
Good luck.
Good ladies. They fold, sadly.
This flop is so bad, AG.
What do you have?
I have ace king of spades. Flop comes 3-7-8 all hearts.
Yikes.
Okay, it folds. It's fine.
Never mind. We're good.
Okay, I'm very thankful that was a prank, Money Be Okay, because I was so confused, so confuzzled.
Should like need to clip that and send it to Barry Carter of us just scratching our heads for 15 minutes trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
I was disappointed in Marquez Brownlee's April Fool's Day. Like there's a couple people I count on that have great April Fool's Day pranks.
Okay.
Marquez Brownlee was just like, he just advertised a whole bunch of wallpapers on his panels app that were just different, that were all just white, like just all white images. Come on, you could do better.
Soft for sure, yeah.
I don't know. I do think there's a little bit of like, you got to be a little easy these days. I think you're gonna tick a lot of people off if you go anywhere near spicy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Danielle gave her kids a word search. It didn't have any of the words in it, and they didn't find out the entire 45 minutes.
That's pretty good. You can like watch it to see which kid takes the longest to figure it out. Yes. Ice River, my friend.
Set of queens. All right. 16-6. Somebody's closer. But yeah, she did that. There was one kid that really wanted to prank her, and they really wanted to prank her.
Eden did some pranks on me. They were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, so like my Eden really wanted to do some pranks. So Casey warned me. She said, we're gonna do some pranks and you play along, whatever. And Casey helped her like look some up. So they made me well, it's a lot to talk about. So we'll talk about it when we get back, because this is gonna be the break, I think, here.
True. That was a good hour for my stacks.
Yes, it was. Not so much mine. I'm value betting a jack here on the river. Nice.
Clean.
All right, folks. Okay. We'll be right back.
See you in a bit.
All right, we're back. We are back. I'm all in the $50.
Good luck.
You see a raise and 2 callers are in the small blind with queen 10 suited and 19 big blinds. So squeezing with all the dead money in there. We do get rejammed on by the limper or the flatter from the cutoff. As 6s, we're flipping with 6s. Flop a queen. Easy game.
Nice.
Hold
Well
through
done.
the river, and now we're up to 44 bigs. So, pranks from Eden. They did a few different ones. They froze my cereal, which was one that they had done before. Like poured a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch and put like water in it so it like froze. And then we're like, "Oh, here, Dad, here's some cereal for you." And I gotta use the spoon, and it's like literally just a block. Like it's like frozen. The whole bowl comes up as you pick up the spoon.
Classic.
What in the world is this? I just got jammed on in the Benjamin. I have Ace King. Ace 3 shifted for this is 120 big blind pot, and they hit a 3 on the turn.
Oh,
Okay, we're gonna re-enter, I suppose. What the frick was that, chat?
more surprising than picking up a block of cereal.
Yeah, slightly, yeah. Okay. Moving on.
You just have to shake it off.
Yeah, they what
I've
else?
been there before.
What else did they do? So Eden made me. They had seen one, I guess. They made me brownies, and they said, "Here," like she said, "Here, Dad, here's some brownies," and brought me a pan, and inside the pan there were construction paper E's, the letter E of the color brown, like cut out of brown paper. They're brown.
Yeah.
E's. It's a good one. And then Eden's
or one of Danielle's kids did that too.
yeah, it's like a common one, I guess, right now. And then Eden's thing that she wanted to do in the same vein, because she's 6 and she doesn't. We just wanted to play along with her creative idea that she thought was funny. She made me some Siri L's, so she brought me down. I was down here working in my like what I use as my office during the day too. And she brought me a bowl and said, "Hey, Dad, here's some cereal for you." And she said, "These are cereals," and so they were construction paper L's in a bowl with a spoon. It didn't really fit with the color part of the like, brown E's, but she was trying, to make her own idea, and I appreciate it. It was cute.
Yeah, is that her first pun ever?
It might
First
be. It might
attempted pun?
be. Honestly, yeah, it might be.
It's an important moment.
What else? They took all of my socks and underwear and replaced them with Eden's underwear. So I opened my like drawer to put on socks in the morning, and it was all like, unicorn like colored like socks and stuff.
Yeah, you quite a few times.
Yeah, and then there was one other one where they took like all of my my toothpaste and my shampoo and my face lotion. They put like saran wrap on the inside underneath, so I went to like brush my teeth in the morning and I couldn't, like the toothpaste didn't come out because it was like stuck, because it was like they unscrewed it, put saran wrap on it, and then screwed it back on, so like when you squeeze it nothing happens. All harmless ones.
Did that one actually get you?
That one actually got me.
I feel like I wouldn't have noticed. Yeah.
No, I was like, what's wrong? I was like squeezing I was like, there's something wrong with the, like that one actually, that was the only one I think that like actually, well, I mean the sock one got me sort of too, because I was like, okay, like where are my socks? But
I gotta get ready. Like, where are we going?
But no, the toothpaste one definitely got me with the toothpaste. After that, I figured out, what would happen with the other bottles and stuff. But the toothpaste one definitely got me. I was squeezing it like hard. I was like, "There's something wrong with this bottle." Eden was like, "April Fools!" She's so happy to like shout April Fools at me.
Just popping behind corners and stuff while you were getting, in the bathroom.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I feel like I need to do more I did not embrace the holiday. I wish I did.
I mean, it's easier with a kid, I think.
Oh, for sure.
For grown-ups, some people do, like, I don't know, husband-wife prank wars or whatever, but Casey not really vibe like that.
I think if I truly got Danielle, she would very much appreciate it.
Really?
But it would be very tough to get her. I feel like
I think it's tough.
more likely
like
to prank me.
there's always a tricky line with pranks where it's like, for me at least, I have to be in the right mood and the right headspace to receive a prank, and I don't like pranks that are like very like uncomfortable. I don't know. Like if I was like in the shower taking a hot shower and somebody poured like a bucket of cold water on me, it might be funny to film and watch. I would not appreciate it. I would be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm here enjoying my shower and you ruined it. Like, I would be kind of mad. And I know that's not like fun, but it's the truth. I would not be like, oh, that's really funny. You got me. I'd be like, don't ever fucking do that again.
Oh my God. I'm just picturing, like, Danielle makes my coffee every day. Like, I pictured she would just use salt instead of sugar.
Oh, God.
My whole day would be ruined, but
yeah,
I could see that. But yeah, things like that I could see happening for sure.
Yeah.
You know? But good to know that.
I don't know. I can play a good sport, but when that stuff happens, like I really am kind of like, I would prefer if that hadn't happened. That's what it comes down to.
Except if it's Eden, then you will play.
Right, exactly.
Makes sense. I'm with it.
Brother, what is going on in the Benjamin tonight? I have ace jack suited.
What is going on?
So somebody
who was the chip leader.
Somebody raised to two big blinds here. I flatted with ace jack suited. This guy just jams 81 big blinds from the small blind. Fold, I guess. I don't know. Somebody just jammed ace 3 offsuit into me a second ago. I don't know what's going on tonight. Something in the water.
It's gonna be ace king. It's gonna be ace king. This time.
Yeah. It's always weird when somebody like doesn't have the intermediate bet sizing, right? Like it's like their 3-bet size is like only all in. You're like, what's my freaking calling range versus this?
Yeah, but it can probably just be aces and you're profitable.
All right.
Honestly, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to overthink that one, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't just call aces in that spot. I overcall. Ace jack I would have definitely considered, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly did consider it.
You're a pro, so.
I don't know about
that's
that.
A big raise. I just got raised to 17 as a 3-bet. Feels like a lot. Okay. And a rejam. Ace, king, and queens. Well, my Benjamin is boring in comparison to yours. Those are both very strong hands. All right, I bet. I have an 8. I have a full house. Hands full of 8s. I've made a hand with my 8-3-0. Okay. Okay. These spots psych me out, man. Like, it's $10 tournament. I have more than half the chips in play. I should just win. Like, it should be automatic. There should be no questions here.
They should just all concede. They should make a button where they can just say, I have no chance.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys chop, I take first place. Seems reasonable. That's how I want it to work. Back in the day, like, when people thought I was really good at poker. Can't say anybody ever did that, though. That deal that when I was at my buddy's bachelor party, the chop that I made in that live tournament was pretty close to that, where they just basically gave me first place money and chopped the other 2 spots.
Yeah, that's
Because
crazy.
they felt bad because they were friends. They didn't want to cheat me. All right, let's rock. I have ace-7 against king jack here. You make a jack, but I make an ace. Okay. All right, let's rock. 6s versus ace deuce. We're at here as well. Nice. Okay. Okay. Huge bet and big raise. Guess we can fold. Flush over flush. Why? Why did that hand go off like that? He had a gutter and a backdoor flush draw and put money in the. I don't like it.
Doesn't like it. Doesn't pass the smell test.
Yeah. Pineapples. AG missed a callback. Called the fire department. I was talking about Kevin Hart's safe word.
Oh, right.
I don't like it. Pineapples. If you jam my call, cash G. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. It's a big flip. Ace queen versus jacks.
Ooh.
Well, he made a flush. Criminal. Okay. Wasn't supposed to be that strong. That was not what I was envisioning when I first said you jam my call.
Right.
Isn't it crazy that you're seeing this crazy eye variance play in the Benjamin too and not in the other stuff?
Definitely, for sure.
You guys want to gamble here in this $10 too. Ace jack, ace
All right,
king.
here we go again. I think this is the same guy as before. I have ace king again. Ace king versus pocket threes this time for heaps. Flop a king. All right, that time we win it. That time we win it for 100 big blind pot.
Just gotta do it twice. All right, let's go. I don't want you to call. Oh man, I ran right into kings. This guy's jammed like 4 spots in a row.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Oh, all right. That evened things out quite a bit. It's 7s. I decided to try to gamble because it was a raise and a call. Though he's just jamming a lot wider, but
Sure.
He just has it. See, he's jamming 37 effective. That's a lot. Down here, I have a queen. Queen 3 to be exact. Nobody wants to pay me my money.
Should have bet.
Are you going to come after me? Okay. I raised, AG folded. I have ace 10. Oh, everybody folded. Now it's boring. Dude, do you feel like you have to do more work to get things you used to just get for free in like the tech world a little bit?
Speak on that a little bit.
Like,
what do you mean?
Like, I feel like I have this annoying quirk where I jump in my car, right?
Oh, I got called here. I have ace 8 suited in the 20. Doesn't seem amazing.
Oh, good luck. Don't worry, ace 8's my lucky in.
Is that right? Some
yeah,
broccoli.
You're gonna need help, but...
Broccoli. Green. Nah, ace no
see,
good.
I knew you were gonna hit an ace. I did not know he was gonna set. That is unfortunate.
Ah.
But yeah, I feel like in my car, right, connects to Bluetooth
Mhm.
and starts playing something. Often it plays like what I was last watching on YouTube, which is never what I want.
Right.
So I'm considering writing like a shortcut, like an automation that runs on my phone that when it connects to that Bluetooth, it closes YouTube, opens Spotify, and hits play. Right? Because that's what I
Mm.
want. I want to listen
Mhm.
to the last podcast I listened to, or the last playlist I listened to, something like
Right.
that. I never wanted to like
Well,
show me
you're
something
not
that's
ever
supposed to be
trying to
a video.
continue listening to the YouTube video that you were watching elsewhere. Yeah, it makes no sense as a use case. I
Right.
got you.
So like I feel like it just always did that before. Like I feel like back in like 2015, Bluetooth started happening in cars and like it just automatically played music style apps.
Yeah, maybe.
I made it straight here on the end. Anybody else have an automation like that? Is it worth
I
setting up?
I I
Because I haven't
have
done it
I
yet.
actually have a shortcut on my phone, but it's not that specifically, but it is related to it. So it's when I get in the car, it disconnects me from my wireless network at home, so I'm immediately on like LTE. Because it was always annoying when it would do like the handoff. It would sometimes
That's you,
struggle
yeah.
going from Wi-Fi because you know leave the range of your Wi-Fi. Since you folded, I have pocket fours here all in for my tiny stack. Well, could be worse. Flop a set, and we're good.
You're so clean. Yeah, I need that one too. Do you have it do the opposite when you leave the network? Does it turn your wireless back on?
No, when I get like in range of my house, does it turn the Wi-Fi back on or something? No, I don't have it set that way.
No, but it disconnects you from Wi-Fi, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now is your Wi-Fi just off for the rest of the day every time you get in your car, or do you always remember to turn it back
Oh
on?
no,
Or
I think I just typically remember to turn it back on, but yeah, it is off after I take a trip in the car. I didn't really. I
yeah,
only recently did this, so I didn't really think through the back end of it. I guess enough.
yeah. I'll be sending you an invoice for my shortcut to
That one's a
disable
little
that
bit.
setting after.
That one's a little bit trickier because it's like, yeah, I guess in the shortcut you would then. Well, I don't know what you should do. Maybe you can geo fence it, like if when you get in range of this network, connect.
I would
I'm not
honestly
sure.
just I would just I would honestly just wait like 10 minutes and then turn it back on
Yeah, that's fair because
in the
by that
original shortcut,
time you'll be
and
far
then
enough away. Yeah,
right, and then it'll auto discover and connect when you get back to where you're going.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. Buddy, you have a 33% PFR. And you have queens. Oh my gosh. Ace, please. Barry, no. $100. Just whew, gone forever.
Sorry, man.
How does he have queens there, EG? It can't be it can't happen. There's no way.
Seems criminal. Seems
Yeah.
like somebody should investigate.
You're gonna get right on that, right?
No, I said somebody. I'm not somebody.
You
No,
are somebody. You're the only
I'm nobody.
you're the only somebody. Everybody else uses a different name. You use your
It's true.
name. You are
I am the
definitively
only. I
somebody.
am actually the only somebody on BetRivers. That's true. And
Yeah.
that case is airtight. Fuck, you got me.
So you're gonna go figure that out and report back. Hopefully, after I make the rebuy into a first place finish.
$50 classic. I have Ace 10 with the Ace of Hearts on 10-5 deuce. All hearts.
What event was this?
The $50 classic.
Good luck. Good luck. Let's see if I can bring up your other two tables.
Ace 10 versus Queen 10. Got him. We were way ahead. They had only queens. They went with the flush draw as well, but we had the better flush draw.
Yeah, you had him 10 ways to Sunday.
Yeah, very nice.
You love to see it. I have the chip lead again on the $10, by the way.
Nice. How many players left in that one?
3. Locked up 70, 170 for the win, and $10 buy-in. That's sad moment, chat. When you raise and but they both call and you fought poorly. That's not a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
If one of them calls, you just c-bet and you win a lot of the time. But sometimes they both want to stick around. Very annoying. I would like to win a poker tournament. It's been a long time for me. Mostly because I don't play as much as I used to. But hurts just the same. Again, that FOP is horrendous. And they snap called, huh? Nippity snapped. Like, didn't even think about it. Snapped. And now I'm in last place. That's not true. I'm in second, but feels like last place.
Called by 10-8 suited. Thank you.
They come after you, man.
What'd you say?
Coming after you.
Oh, they're coming after me.
Yeah.
Love it. I had like 2 big blinds not very long ago in this tournament.
I have Ace King in the $10. I have a bad feeling. I'm going to make the nittiest of nit checkbacks here. Okay. Yeah, it didn't matter. They were on a flush draw. Thought that was a real possibility. I'd be jamming on you.
I'll fold.
Okay. I thought that was either the slowest of slow rolls or going to be a fold.
I had king queen.
You were in trouble. At ace queen.
Ah.
I will put those chips in a special little AG pile.
He's rat holing my chips, folks.
I've done it. I've definitely done that a live game.
Yeah.
And I've noticed other people noticing me doing it.
Yeah.
To their chips. If somebody I don't like, I will very, very... There's one time I was so petty, I cut out half the pot. I didn't just put that pot aside, I cut out half the pot because he contributed half of it. And I put that, and I claw
you
grips
will never get this back.
the mini towers. Yeah, and I put it over here. And I did end up cashing out those chips. Not many other chips, but those I had. I used to do anything to get under people's skin. Anything I could do with a smile on my face,
it's funny because I feel like
it.
you've painted yourself as like the fun guy at the cash game table. Now I'm seeing this other side that came out sometimes.
I absolutely was. But that was the thing, is like, if you could needle one player while appearing as the friendliest dude at the table to every other player, it put you in a very powerful position.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
Because usually there's always one or two people at every live game. I used to think like I had this down to a science. I'm sure there's good poker players that watch us that are like, Mark, you're crazy. Nobody cared. But I used to firmly believe that like there was one or two people at every live 1-2 game that I played in that like didn't fall for the fun guy routine, that just didn't like it, just wanted to hear me shut up, like was very annoyed with me all the time.
This is funny because there's like a not zero chance that if I was at your 1-2 table, that was me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's a lot of people trying to focus. There's a lot of people. Yeah. Like I was very vocal.
Will this guy shut up?
Yeah, and like I would find that player extremely fast, and then I would try to be mega friends with them. Like I would ask them about their families. I would like do that. And if they went like if they dug their heels in and was further a jerk, they became the table enemy. Right?
Sure.
Because they're mean to the nice guy.
Yeah.
Right. And then I would find subtle ways to needle them, and it would send them off a cliff. I'm telling you, like, the worst mistakes I ever saw.
That's
that
funny.
Didn't involve alcohol or watching another.
It's interesting
situation.
I don't think I would be rude to you, but I just would be like, if you're trying to get me out of my shell to engage, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, and there were a ton of people that I just wasn't going to get anywhere.
Sure, right.
They were just going to be.
I'm not likely to become the table enemy either because I'm not a jerk. But
right, yeah. And I was like, I would have asked you about your family. You would have told me, but you would have told me as quickly and as succinctly,
very brief, and like yeah.
And then you would have said you didn't watch basketball or whatever sporting line I took next, and you probably would have got away from it. But most people fell into that trap.
Yeah, gotcha. Now, is this more just an extension of who you are, that you like bantering and things like that, or was this more a conscious decision to like increase your advantage at the poker table?
It was. The friendliness thing definitely started because it's the only way I could stay engaged.
So like, otherwise you would just get bored and like not be able to focus. Gotcha.
And punts.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
There was another factor in that the person who originally showed me the ropes at a live game was he wore a shirt and tie every time he went.
Wow.
He was very he always tried to look his best.
Right.
Like he tried to look like the professional, and it played me being that character really let him more easily be the character he wanted to be. He just makes it straight. Yikes. But yeah, the $200 that I put on the table in the 1-2 games when I was in college meant so much more to me than the $3K I lost during Scoop, or like I was struggle bussing when we were playing like a reg in at parks, you know?
Yeah.
I had very little money to my name. Sure. Let's rock. Rowan. I would like my chips bet. Pocket tens. Okay. That was really mean.
GG.
Yeah. Thanks. I just got both those spots in good, right? Flipping and then
True.
Ahead. Ugh. Okay, I should have hit observe on that table. That is not what I meant to do. Okay, congrats.
Hey, thanks for the follow, JW Gaming. Welcome.
Hello.
Glad to have you.
But yeah, man, I was super into it. I really thought it gave me an enormous edge. I truly thought it mattered at the time.
I could see it.
Didn't,
I could see it. I think my introversion sometimes is disadvantageous at the live poker table for sure. I'm not getting information out of people, or not getting them to soft play me the same way that other players can sometimes.
You also remember when I first started streaming how defensive I was about people in chat, like in the chat box of the poker site, really roasting, getting angry at a player who played poorly.
Yeah.
When they won.
I do.
That was a very distinct part of my personality as well. Like if a bad player at the table beat you and you got mad and then that player got up to go to the bathroom, the amount of like, man, are you a double agent? Like, are you terrible for the game of poker? Like that guy clearly is a losing player. Like I went after every single reg.
Like, are you an idiot?
That
basically?
would dig in. That was like part of my
trying to
was like
make it impossible for any of us to win money. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was like Batman for fish at the table, 100%. Like I will defend you till the end of the days. So, and I still have that take. I just can't voice it as strongly as I used to.
Yeah.
And it was more apparent, back then. 1-2 at parks. I
Sure.
swear the games got. I swear even the games at parks got harder
Oh
around
yeah.
COVID.
I think poker's gotten a lot harder.
Yeah. All right, Ace 4. I sadly I thought I was going to auto win this. There was 6 of us originally. Now we're down to 3, but we're still playing. Up and down straight draw. Ace 4 on 3-5-6. Okay. Where is this? There it is. I want to bring up your table. And the $20.
Oh yeah.
It's back. I just got to walk. Oh, we're going to win the $10 classic, ladies and gentlemen. When you get a walk, that's a sign.
Sure.
Now I'm walking somebody.
That doesn't mean anything though. That one doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
We fold as a 7-4. Have you watched Night Agent at all?
Night Agent. Can't say that I have.
Or I think it's called The Night Agent. It's 2 seasons on Netflix.
Mhm.
It is a pop drama. Very
Check turn.
What'd you miss?
I don't know. It was just a weird pot. Like, we're in position with 6s. Flop came queen 5-4. They c-bet. We called. Turn was an ace. They check. We check. And then the river they bet on a deuce. So it's queen 5-4, ace deuce, and they bet. And I made a small hero call. They had ace jack. I was just like, why did you not bet the turn?
Yeah, no, I've been there before. But I kind of wish you had seen this show because I can't tell if it's good or not. You ever have that
Can't
moment?
tell. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I've had those moments for sure.
I have no clue if it's good. I think it's good. At this point, I'm too far gone.
Right.
I'm definitely gonna finish it. Season 1 was good. Season 2, I think, is worse for sure.
Sure.
But still good, and it makes sense. Like it's a reasonable follow up. But I am finding myself like getting lost in the. Like I'll not watch it for like 2 weeks. Like I won't care enough to fire it up. Like I'll have a couple chances, and it'll never grab me. So I'm like, it probably means like I don't love this show. So I have you on 3 tables. I have you on the 20, the 50, and the 100. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I was folding kings here on the river in the $50 classic with 4 to straight on the board.
Pocket kings?
2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Blind versus blind. Yeah, they bet river folded.
Josh.
Not sure about it. They can definitely bluff there, but
You're never supposed to be as strong as you are, right?
right.
Ooh.
What's a ooh?
First opportunity for some fun. I have ace 9 of hearts on deuce 4 5 2 hearts. We're gonna get there. We're probably gonna get there with the 3 of clubs, which is gonna be way less confidence inspiring, but we're gonna get there. I'm less confident than I was a second ago.
No, the reason that one was weird was because I raised pre-blind versus blind on the 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 board, and even though I checked river, I think I would check some ace X, and they should know that. And I don't know if they want to bet into the pre-flop aggressor. I don't know. It's a weird spot.
Buddy, I'm turning ace 9 of hearts into a big bluff against a guy that has a 92% VPIP.
Good luck. Godspeed.
Oh, snapped.
Oh, by
the wheel.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're not trying to get that to fold.
Just the nuts. How did these people do it? Just get fish to fire right into him. Terrible. Just here you go. Here's half stack at a $100 buy-in.
Yeah, can you move to my table?
Yeah, right. I can make fun of me.
Listen, I'm just saying, you
can't
gave him half your
believe
stack.
that,
I want the
man.
other half. That's all I'm saying.
That's so. His hand was so good. Why does he have the wheel?
It's so deflating. It's so deflating when you bluff and just get snapped off by the nuts. You're like, well. There's so many funny, like, emotional moments in poker, right? Where you like just so many different little twists of emotion, and that's one of them for sure. Where like you're stealing yourself, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna pull off this big bluff, and then they just immediately are like, call. You're like, fuck. Your brain just goes, mistake, no.
It's just unreal. It doesn't have to happen like that.
Obviously, it's way worse than like a live poker because it's like there's like the physical, personal like shame of it.
Yeah, no, it's.
But stream is close sometimes.
I've definitely been there, like in the hugest of spots against another person that we know. That's rougher. I think it makes it way worse. Like, getting snapped by AR Jeff. Oh,
yeah.
Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And the thing is, though, AR Jeff never has the nuts ever. He snaps you with like fourth pair, and he's like, "Gotcha."
Right. That makes it way more like emasculating. Because then it's not just like, oh, I bluffed into the nuts. It's like I got owned on top of.
Oh, why?
bluffing off
8-9
my stack.
versus Jack 10. Please make an 8. No, come on. He jammed like 6 bigs. I had 8-9
We
suited.
just jam this one. Ace Jack, we get called in the 20. I don't think I really wanted a call. Okay, we're flipping. It's eights. I did want that call, apparently.
You're loving it. Nice hand.
Thank you.
Winning flips in the $20.
Feels good.
Believe you. Yeah, I said last hour that was a good hour for my chip stacks.
How you feeling about this one?
Not good.
Not so
hitting
much,
the
huh?
same. Maybe we'll get there. But for now,
Eden was asking me, she was like, she was like, I think you're gonna win poker 5 nights in a row. I was like, 5 nights in a row? That's pretty hard. And she was like, really? And I was like trying to explain it to her. I was like, yeah, it's hard to win poker consistently, like bunch of nights in a row. Sometimes that's tough. And then she was like, I think you're going to win 100 nights in a row. I was like, okay, I think that's actually probably impossible. Playing tournament poker to have 100 winning sessions in a row, or highly unlikely.
When did she say that? How many sessions ago?
It was like 2 or 3 nights ago. I've got 2 winning sessions in a row right now, I think.
Since she said that?
Yeah.
Okay, like this is a critical moment. We're trying not to let Eden down. What are we doing? You do not let me know the importance of the stream.
Listen, this is why I don't usher these things in, because now the way you have set this up, now I'm a disappointment to my daughter if I don't win poker tonight. I don't need that kind of emotional. I don't need that kind of emotional weight added to the game.
I get it. You know, she did. It's tough.
We got to go the other way, where I got to get her to understand it's okay when daddy loses. It doesn't make him a loser. You know what I mean?
There's certain times for certain
shockingly
lessons.
Shockingly quiet on the other end of the mic. I don't like that lack of response.
I just, there's different times for different lessons. I don't think this is the losing time. I think you're supposed to go win 5 in a row and be
the hero, right?
Right, exactly.
I was never the hero in the movie. I'm the comic relief. I know where I stand. I don't die in the movie because I'm the comic relief.
Who's the hero of your stream then?
I don't think there is one. Probably Tom214, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, he's in there. Lurks in the shadows. He's got a Batman thing going on. It just reminds me of the best insult or best burn I've ever had on you.
Hold on, I have a boat here on the river. Hang on one moment, and I'll let you cherish the time you got me. I know what it is, I think.
Oh, you better.
But I'll let you share it. Yeah, Jam. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't remember it exactly. I just remember it being about Marvel movies. We're thinking of the same time.
It was like, wasn't it something where you said like, you're not even the hero of your own stream or something like that? What was it? What did you say exactly?
Yeah, it sounds something like that.
It burned me real bad.
Sounds like me. I think we were talking about how Avengers, the third one.
Yeah.
And how
it was like won. It was me saying that I like Infinity War better because the heroes lose, and you were like, that makes sense.
Oh yeah,
because you always lose on your stream. Because the hero always loses on your stream, and I was like, son of a bitch.
So good. Thank you. I needed
it was
help.
It was because Infinity War is my favorite movie because I like that the heroes lose.
So good. Oh gosh, that might be one of my favorite insults I've ever said. I think really, like not just in really poker, good. not anywhere in like that's top 5.
It was definitely like I was like, I can't believe I set him up for that. I can't believe I didn't see it come. Like I can craft those setups for myself. I can't believe I didn't see it coming on the other end. Like I sucker punched myself.
I got Superior button. I'm excited about it. I'm gonna raise now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got 3s and 6s. Nobody wants to play with me. We are going hard in the paint for this $100 or this $10 event. Oh, I hate that. That's a spade. I have ace 10, no spade. Out of position. Okay, cool. It's so close, man. I have 22, they have 20, and they have 27. Come on, man. I definitely need the value of winning more than I need the $100.
Fair.
I need it. I need it. All right, we for limping a little too many hands. Hopefully, he's going to help us by just giving us an extra big blind in this spot. We really don't want to call chat. Oh, we need king or a 7.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. I'm not going to barrel. I think we lose. Yeah.
Nah.
I had a 7, but just wanted to fold or check. Bummer. Down here in the 100, we are all in. We have a pocket pair. You can tell by me not telling you what the rank of it, that it's not very high. Not that high. We need a 3. He makes
3.
a 6. Okay.
Thanks.
Late registration ends at 47 minutes. Yeah, I'll be in there. Yeah, sure. Bummer.
What I should do this.
I don't want to put any chips in the middle here, but I have jack high. You have 6 high. I win. You should have bluffed. You should have lied to me. It's a jam. Blind v blind. Ace 5. Okay, cool. Cool. Dude, I feel like we're working so hard. We gotta win this. When I observe your table,
I remember the king
and I
20,
hover
by the
over.
way. With king 6 of diamonds, we got a decent hand in an unexpected way, kind of. We weren't really looking for the king, but I'm looking to get called by a pair between 9s and kings, or just a 9.
Makes sense to me. Like a 9. Bing.
Ace queen with the hero, even better. Non-believer. I mean, I was like betting busted diamonds, but I also had a king. All right, we're 3rd of 8 on the final table with 7 paid in the nightly 20. So we're on the bubble right now.
On the 100.
Who is you is?
I'm on your right. Just sat down to your right.
Got a nice.
I'm next to you and LSC.
I like your earrings and your swoop haircut.
Thanks. No idea what avatar I have yet, but
Penny,
sure.
Penny F.
Penny F. I'm checking out your final table. Good luck, man.
Thanks, man. Decent spot. Got the chip leader with position on us on the left, unfortunately, but it's all right.
Ugh. Check. Nah, you can have it, my friend.
He's ughing. I don't think he's continuing, yeah.
I just got snap jammed on, and I have aces. All right, good luck, us. Aces against 8s. Please hold. in the 50.
No.
Yo, okay.
Oh!
It's okay.
Nice.
Whew.
We're back, baby.
That's terrifying. All right, give me the chips. Let's never talk about that again. Set over set sickness.
So I saw there's a popular series that's doing something cool. So have you ever heard of the Run Good Poker series? Pretty popular US live poker series. Yeah, like rings and like live events all over like I think they're more popular in like the like Midwest and West. Like there's not too many up in here in the Northeast, but they've been US only for like the extent of the events that they've run. They're doing an event in Japan. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like their first
dope.
like global event. They're gonna have a event at like a Japan Open Poker Tour. There's gonna be within this like Japan Open like event. There's gonna be a mini like Run Good Poker Series, few events. Sounds cool.
So they're just kind of appending to an existing series.
I think it's like an existing, from what I
already?
understand, like Japan Open Poker Tour like already exists, and they're like joining forces with them to like also be there and run their own series.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Is Poker News sending you to Japan?
No, I don't think so. No news on that front or anything. No, that's not why I'm talking about it. But
would you
if
go? If
anybody
they
from
asked?
Poker News ends up watching this clip, I probably would love to go to Japan. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
It would be cool. I think I'm trying to think. I mean, it's a very ignorant kind of from afar perspective, but just from what I've seen of the culture, I think Japan is the Asian country I'd be most excited to go visit, probably.
Me too.
Korea seems cool too. Yeah.
But Japan is like known for having a lot of technical marvels.
Right.
That I think.
Yeah, I think that's why. And
it's like you and me more, right?
Yeah.
Like Korea is known more. I agree with you. I don't know that much about what I'm talking about, but my understanding is that they are known more for their natural beauty.
Right.
And Japan's known more for their cultural changes to technology and things like that.
Yeah.
And Japan
vibrant like city and youth like tech culture and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
They have a bit of a they have a skosh of a tourist problem though right now because their currency isn't doing that well. So a lot of tourists are going there and maybe taking advantage of a negative situation, and that's making them a little bit apprehensive about hosting a lot of tourists.
Interesting. So, I did see that the event, the Run Good event.
Oh, 8 first, queen jack. Please hold deuce. Whew.
Nice. Okay, it was a deuce.
Very important pot.
Very nice.
All right.
The heads up. Let's go.
Yeah.
I did notice that the Run Good Poker Series, like the Colossus event that they're running at this series in Japan or whatever, like the buy-in is only $166 US. It's like 25,000 Japanese yen or whatever. But I guess because their currency is so deflated. Yeah.
Right. So that's another. So I think the gist is, if you do get the opportunity to go there, is you have to be ultra respectful right at the beginning to make sure you planted yourself as not the jerk tourist.
I'm not the annoying
everything
jerk
will
tourist,
be good.
Hopefully. Yeah. Be generous, maybe like tipping and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, since it is cheap there, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Although I don't even know if Japan has like a tipping culture. It's always weird with other countries. You never know.
Sure, I have no idea there. But I would love to go to Japan. I think my buddy's going this week. Actually,
you should watch. You would probably enjoy. I feel like I always recommend you a TV show because I watch so much TV. But on Apple great. TV. Oh wait, was it on Hulu? I think it was on Hulu. Shogun is the series.
Shogun. What's it about?
It is on. Where is it?
8.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
So it was on Hulu. It's based on a novel, but it's set in like feudal Japan, and it's about a guy competing for like his for like not competing, but it's about all these like political dynamics around someone trying to lead these people of Japan, where they all fight over like their like sects and fiefdoms they call them, I think. Um, it's
Yeah,
very
sounds
very it's
dope.
very very beautiful. It's very very interesting like perspective into like historical like Japanese culture. There's a really good like sort of there's a character in it who speaks English, and he's sort of like the audience stand-in, where he's like the barbarian to them because they don't understand like like the culture of like the foreigner, and he is kind of a horrible person at first. Like he came there to kind of like try to like conquer Japan, and then like first of all realizes that they're way more badass than he thought, and then realizes that like uh their culture's beautiful over time and stuff like that. But very like if you ever watched The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, very like similar vibes to that at times, which I really like that movie. But anyway,
Cool.
should take the break. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. But yeah, Shogun is a just a beautiful historical like fictional drama. But we'll talk more about other that and other things when we return.
Sounds good, man. See you in a
See you
bit.
soon.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. We are back to Heads Up. We raise, our opponent calls, and then he leads on this ace-5-8 board. We have pocket fours. I guess we just have to fold. Bummer. It's a real issue for sure. I was going to c-bet too. Ace heads up.
Yo.
Yep. I have ace-7 on this 7-jack king. Cool.
Cool indeed.
We just take it down. Okay. I have another ace, blind v blind. Okay. King, queen, 7. We'll c-bet. Okay, it's a raise. It's unfortunate. Uh, 10-5. Yikes. Okay. This time I do have a pair, so I'm proceeding with caution. Okay, I believe you. All right, we're just gonna have to jam and win 2 or 3 in a row. This will be the first one.
Get him.
I have an ace.
If you want to, well, I might switch to other tables, I guess. I was going to say you could show your cards, but...
Oh, all right. The river saves us. Doth bury. I have ace-5. Yeah, we can go cards on. That's fine. Do we have any tables that we're sharing? Yeah, we're sharing the $100.
We are sharing the $100, so if you switch to that one, just...
Be careful. Gotcha. Yep. All right, we call a raise. We have 9-10-0. Ugh.
Not having a diamond blows. Oh.
Yeah. That might be a little too nitty, but we'll throw it in the muck. I really just want to jam and win. This would qualify. Good luck, guys. Queen 10 of diamonds. Snapped by ace-6R. It's queen. Okay.
GG.
Thank you, buddy.
$95, not too bad.
I don't know. No, that's not too bad. Not too bad.
Make sure to turn your card cover back on.
Yeah. Okay. Second place in the $10. Always good to start with nice cash, but hopefully we can replicate that second place in a bigger buying tournament. We can make some real money tonight. $25 cubed. Spit and go. All right. So I'm in one of these guys now.
In the money in the $20 classic. Currently 3 of 7.
Nice.
Why did my music stop? Oh, there we go.
No snare in my headphones.
Right.
All right, we open up. You folded. So I can tell you I opened up ace-jack suited of diamonds.
What do you have?
Ace-jack of diamonds. This guy has a mountain of chips.
Yeah. A couple of those on our table.
All right, for 8s, we'll call off in this spin. King queen against ace 3. We need king or queen. We need another king or queen. Yikes. Wowzers. No glitch?
No.
Does it truly trick you? Like you're like, holy
It like
smokes.
wiggles and then it'll glitch. Yeah. It'll look like it'll show 0 and then it'll glitch to the price.
I would like for that to happen. Right. We open, get called. Your table in the $50 closed? Are you at my table now?
I don't know. Am I?
Don't believe so. I think you went to a different one. The other one. All right. Again, I'm ready to rock. I got 10s on this 945 board in this 25.
Yeah.
And we are going to put the rest in. We're ahead. 10s full is good. All right. I have 100% PFR and 100% win rate. Let's just do that for the rest of the tournament.
There you go. Ah,
Okay,
ruined. Ruined.
Almost was perfect. That guy felt like he was getting a little fed up with me, but I probably did just have the best hand the whole time. When you jam and you have a chance to win, the cube starts going ham.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's great.
You jam, it goes ham.
Okay, you get a walk.
Going ham is one of those slang words that would make like no sense to somebody before it was a thing. Because it's an abbreviation. If you said like in the 90s, if you told somebody you were going ham, they'd be like, "What? What are you talking about?"
It's an abbreviation for what?
Hard as a mother. Hard as a motherfucker.
No.
Yeah, it's from like a Jay-Z song, I think.
No.
Yeah, HAM Jay-Z song from 2011.
We're ahead. Hold. No 6. Do we chop? No, we 8, please. Yes. All right. Cube me good.
Turn gold. Turn gold.
6250. Okay.
Gold is like the level up. I don't know if there's one above that. I haven't spun higher than like it'll turn from like blue to green to gold when it's like a little bit better one. There might be like a level above that, or maybe all the good ones are gold and they're just like higher amounts. I don't know.
Okay, so we won gold. So when you won your glitch prize, do you think that counted towards you losing?
Actually, you know what? I don't know. That's a good question.
That's an interesting situation.
I would guess not, but who knows?
That feels like something I would overlook if I was programming the promotion.
Right. SNG rapid reload. It says don't win a prize in 2x SNG select games of the same stake. So I would assume a glitch prize counts as winning a prize, but
yeah.
If a player does not win a prize, first place prize or glitch prize in either of the two scenarios, they will receive a ticket. Yeah, so it does not.
They thought about it.
Yeah. It did consider
They
that
thought
case.
about it. Good job, BetRivers programmers. Probably not actually written into the software. It probably just pump everything out to a stream, and then there's some other like somebody who doesn't program the main software has a separate app that just reimburses accounts.
Yeah,
with,
of course. It just analyzes all the wins
Right.
and losses and all the ones that are counted as losses.
Yeah, it
For
sounds
every
like good
two get
intern
reimbursed or
projects.
whatever. Yeah.
I would teach a newcomer to the team on something like that.
Right. Got one ladder. We've locked up $60 in the $20 classic here.
Oh, king. 10. All right, so yikes. No glitch. So I should get a free one, right?
You will get a ticket. It'll be tomorrow, I think. I think the tickets come the next day.
Oh,
I did
okay.
say that early, I think. I'm pretty sure they come. I'm pretty sure the tickets for the previous one come the next day.
So can you only get one?
No, I think
Okay.
it's let me look. Players may qualify 10 times per day during the promotion period. So you could conceivably lose 20 and get 10 tickets. So that's a high cap. It's a cap, but it's a high one.
Yeah, let's not lose 20.
Right, like yeah, you're like, well, I mean, we're gonna do to get tickets, but you'd have to put in a lot of volume to not be like. Most of the time, when you lose 20 sit goes, you probably lost money as well. What'd you have?
Maybe we're gonna lose 20. I have King 9.
Tis a high.
Does it say how long the tickets are good for?
That I don't know. It might say in the promo details. I'm not sure. Tickets that are not used within 7 days will expire. So you got a week to use them.
Gotcha.
All right, brother. I'm all in here in the 50.
Good luck. What do you got?
Ace Queen.
We're just spec'd about.
They're folded. I was ready to jam if you raised my Benjamin small blind.
No.
I was
ready.
ready.
How did I not? I was just I just missed an opportunity to open against you.
I had pocket eights.
I had Garbaggio.
Figured.
I need some help, man. Poker games are not going my direction.
Sorry, brother.
All right. Pocket threes are all in against kings. Okay. Clubs are not live. GG in the 50. Okay.
GG.
Jace. Man. All right. Someone come lose to me in a 25-hour cube so I can win a bunch of money back.
There's your invite, chat. Come get him.
Yeah. I need it. It is. It did just start. Somebody heard me.
Even with the delay on, they heard you right away.
Queens versus E7, the first hand. Jeez.
Like in Star Wars, where it's like I felt a great disturbance in the Force. Some reg out there was just like I felt a great fish register a tournament.
Yeah, pretty much something like that. I have that effect on people. Can you please jam? This Benjamin?
Nope. What do you got?
I got ace king.
Okay. And they've got king jack.
I hope you're right. So greedy. I think you might be right. All right, it's a pocket pair. Oh my gosh, twos into fives. Are you serious? Hearts are clean for me. Nope. That's brutal, man. All right. Good news is I've unlocked another 25-hour ticket. That's so rude. I got a 625 glitch prize.
How are you just flatting here? What? I have ace two of diamonds in this $50 classic. Ugh, brick river. How'd they both call the turn? What is happening? Yeah, I don't think they're
folding.
And likely
you were
be
not
all
correct,
in here.
By the way.
Sorry.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm all in. Got ace jack in the 50.
I'm calling an all-in 100. Please hold. King. Okay, that'll work. Nice. 35 bigs in the hundo. But yeah, buddy, I don't know if you heard me, but I got a $6 glitch prize, so that'll stop me from getting my $25 reimbursement.
That does kind of stink when it's like for that, I guess. But the promotion's gonna roll, but there is the edge case where that happens. Yeah.
No, I think they just got me for me to play another one, but now I'm gonna bank it for like heaps, hopefully.
I'm all in. King Queen. I think jamming 17 here is good after we see a limp. This player's been limping a lot. A little bit extra dead money in the pot. Might have just min raised this off of 17 from the button otherwise, but dead money in there for me is
I agree
enough.
with almost everything you said. I think I would have done exactly the same thing. Plan to raise and then jam over limps.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. I remember when I was at my best, man, I would find those situations. Like, I would find myself folding more often in those situations. Like,
Sure.
places where I would normally play as an open, but I'm jamming against
Oh, they flopped
limps.
the wheel. Oh, they flopped the wheel on me and the Benjamin.
Yikes.
Nobody ever bluffs.
Don't I know it? All right. Ace Queen, big spot here in the 25. I think win the side. Yeah. But yeah, I would correctly identify that, like, if the limp was against a really, really tight player, that this hand just becomes a fold.
Sure, right.
And if it's against any normal player and good player, it would become a jam.
Right, sure.
And
yeah.
I liked being polarized in that spot more often than not.
Yeah.
I folded one of those sevens. You still found two of them.
505 in the $20 Classic, $80 locked up, but need to gain some chips soon, hopefully. And we've made it to the FT of the 50. 50 tonight only has 5 players paid, though, so we're at currently in 6 of 8.
Luck.
Thank you. This one I am just going to raise here. 50, I've got King Queen suited this time. Instead of offsuit King Queen, we're going to raise instead of jamming.
This is really close. Oh, we're ahead. Hold. We're going to chop so much, though.
Call King Queen versus
not
King
on that
3.
river, though.
No!
It's brutal.
Gross. I made the nut flush here in the $20 Classic, though.
Nice.
Ace 4 of hearts.
No. 2-6, really? Come on. Oh, jeez. Dead. DED dead. This would be an all.
Fold! Fold! I have 6 deuce.
Ahead. Ace 6. All right.
They folded.
Nice. I won a prize.
Nice. Kitty.
$50 prize. 50. All right, let's go again. Raising AG small blind feels bright. I have an ace. I don't like that card. I want it to be a spade or 5 or an ace or something. It's less fun.
Player eliminated in the $20 Classics. Now we've locked up $100.
Pay jump. Think you can beat my second place finish in the 20 or on the $10?
I did already, didn't I? Didn't you win $95? And then
I
just
meant
beat it?
position.
Oh, position wise. Okay. I was like, didn't I just eclipse it? I got you.
I meant position wise, yeah. I don't want to give it to you.
Actually, you still got me on profit because you $10 into 95 is better than 20 into 100. Got me by
We are
$5.
really splitting hairs. Oh, buddy, big spot in the spinner.
I'm gonna try to beat your second
Ace
place.
Queen. Okay.
Nice.
We start with double. Hopefully we end with triple. Flip. Oh, not a good flip. For 10 chips, though. I feel like I'm going to eliminate you in this 104 hands. So when the button is at Chase G.
You ain't no Babe Ruth, okay? You can't call your shot. That's not how poker works. I can't wait to beat you 4 hands from now because you're gonna think it's destiny, and I'm just gonna wake up with the freaking nuts. Naigo's VPIP 4 hands from now just went through the roof.
Oh yeah, 9's full, baby. All right, they had barely any chips, but still 21. Oh, 15 plays 6.6. I think we have to be all in here. Okay, this player might be too tight, meaning like we can play some shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
All right, they found a jam. Say they're too tight. Instantly shut up. I would have called that one. What is this? Maybe I just shouldn't ever have a limp.
I probably like, I think I might over jam heads up in the spins. I'm not sure. I think you play a lot of like little like raise folds, or like I watch Nick Walsh play him sometimes, and I'm surprised the stack depths at which he like raise folds and spins and stuff, and he's like very well versed in spins. That's his thing
all the time. I need 4. Oh no, he already made a 9. No. 2 pair, but 2 pair.
Yikes.
Yikes. Oh. I think I have to go. King 3 against 8-6. King. Oh, that's very good. All right. Straight or flush or top pair. Whatever works. We'll take it. All right. King 10 against 10-3. Please hold. No. Come on. Makes it 3. Oh, we are so short. All of it.
All in here in the $20 classic. Jam ace 9, get it through.
Oh, come on, ace 9. My ace 9 did not work. Yeah. Bummer.
Ace deuce runs into ace 10 in the Benjamin. We need a deuce. We got one. Nice.
Hold.
Double up. You missed your chance to take me out on Chase G's button, by the way. You're too focused on your spin. I don't think I did not have a playable hand, though.
Unacceptable, man. I've lost my fair share of spins. But see, like with this promotion, I'm profitable in spins. I spun 6 times, 7 times, $25. So I got 50 back in promotion.
Yep.
I won
62.50. There was a 62.50 in there and a 50. I think that you won.
And a 50, 112, and then $6. 118.
You won
118 plus 50 is 160.
You're about break even, right?
Yeah, break even. I lost 5 of 7.
Yeah, crazy, right? Almost wild.
Yeah, that's insane. Right. Even money would be I win 2 of 6. So you're basically just free rolling one every 6 attempts.
Mm-hmm. It's wild,
give or
man.
take. Well, you're free rolling one every 3 attempts, Yeah, but even with rake and other considerations, it's like I'm free rolling one every 60 times, which is wild.
I think
That's
if you're not just you're not just absolutely torching, it's like plus EV for everybody. And even if you're absolutely torching, it's not that bad. Because variance and spins is high, you're gonna just stumble into winning some.
I'm just saying, you got to worry about people making ghost accounts if the promos get that good, right? Because like just making ghost accounts and just 10x flip them, clear bonuses and stuff. I don't know how you battle against that. But I mean, they're probably not worried about it. Just treating their customers good. All that matters.
All right, player very aggressive, bets into us. We made second pair or two pair, 8s and 6s. They don't put us to the test on the river and check back their ace-4, and we not won a nice pot. All right, got it stacked to battle with now. 29 bigs.
And they really have this overlay dialed in, huh? For the guarantee dialed in for the Benjamin.
Is it right there?
Yeah, always. They can always count on me for 3 bullets. Holy smokes.
All right, I'm all in.
Look, I literally was going to say I have a feeling you're going to double up in this hand, and then you
that was a little marginal. That was close. It was ace jack. No, don't love jamming it versus the early position opener or earliest you get on a 6-handed table, I guess. But
yeah.
Oh man, what a hand here! I guess I fold. In the nightly $20 classic, I'm in the big blind with ace jack suited. Button open, aggressive player, small blind jam.
I think I'm going with it, but it's close.
It's super close.
Yeah. It's one of those spots, like, if you want to...
Yeah, I don't know.
I think highest value, I think, like, ICM-wise, it's a fold, but if you are just like, I want to ship this tournament, you know.
Yeah.
If I had a 10K bet on the side, like, if I had a 10K free roll and ship in the tournament, I would call.
Interesting.
Phillies are off to a great start. I know you don't typically watch baseball, but
I don't. I don't typically get into baseball unless it's small chance I get into it in October. Yeah, and even then, not usually.
Mine is very formulaic. I'm there at the beginning of the season. I'm there when I'm at my shore house, and I get to watch it with my family.
Gotcha.
And then I'm there in the playoffs, and I'm always down to go to a game.
Oh yeah,
but they are
there, but that doesn't happen very often.
Right, it's special for sure. Going to the ball game, can't beat it.
I'm trying to think of when will be the first time I try to take Eden to her first like professional sports. Still a little young. We're not a big sports family too, so that affects it big time. Like if I was a huge sports fan, I'd want her to be part of that world a little bit more. You know what I mean? But
for sure. Do you live close to any or closer, I should say? I know you're not close to any of them, but closer to any of the other levels of baseball?
Like we live close to there's a Harrisburg Senators, which is a minor league. I'm gonna jam here a little bit. Oh, 4s versus ace queen, big flip.
Oh, come on. Oh no.
Yeah, I knew they were tight, but I mean that's blind versus blind. I think I like going with it. GGS. Fourth for 100. 20 into 100. I just got the Benjamin left. I might play some sit and goes if you're still playing them while we're still battling here, just because of the aforementioned value that we've been talking about.
Yeah, I played a bunch. I think I'm just gonna chill on the Benjamin for a bit.
Gotcha.
But yeah, breaking even after not spinning particularly well, getting like a minimum glitch prize, and uh not like beating expected value feels kind of like cheat code. It's really
Right.
a promotion. I'm opening 10-8 of clubs here. Got through the super knit on my left. And then we'll go up against the big blind. Sure, we'll see bets. Give some backdoors. Oh. Okay. Why couldn't that be the 6 clubs or the 9 of diamonds? That would have been more fun. Yeah, I'm calling. Good luck, man.
We're flipping.
Oh,
Oh, it was 8 of hearts dead on the turn.
oh.
You'll love to see it.
Even have the tiny razor cut that
Perfectly
seems to be like
reasonable
a
call.
tier. Perfectly reasonable call.
hand of poker, of course.
No, you won. It's not reasonable at all.
Okay, but
It's ridiculous. I was supposed to win. Nice hand.
nice hand. King 8 up against Queen 10 in the sit and go cube. Do we win a pot there? We got 19 big blinds to our opponent's 6 and 5 now.
And you're just gonna print at the cubes.
We'll see. We'll see. Don't jump to any conclusions, okay? High variance format. These things turn on a freaking dime, dude.
Yeah, they do.
Ace 8 versus Queen Jack. Got them. Our heads up in the $5. How much going in the $10 that I'm playing so far? Deuce is all in the $5. Called by Ace Deuce. That seems good. Got him. And the cube. Oh, mighty cube. What treasures have ye? It's a gold! $25. Nice little 5x. Maybe we are going to print. Maybe we are going to print at the cubes.
And just like that, jealousy has set in. And our cubed events.
That's all it took.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, does it?
No, your arm is quite easy to twist. Very twistable.
I'm all in down here in the $100. Now that AG is folded, I have Queen 10 of hearts with the 8 bigs.
Ooh.
Oh, not what I want to see. 9. No. Oh.
GG, man. I ran Ace Jack into Ace King in my $10. And no glitch prize.
Alright, I gotta find and observe you in the 100. No. Give me some cards to play, my friend. I also feel like Nick Walsh, when he plays these super short sit and goes, he kind of fosters that vibe of like small ball a little bit. I think he creates a little bit of the experience by he has way more limps than others, all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, could be. Could be.
Oh, that's terrible.
What
I
is?
shouldn't laugh at that. Just saw a tweet that just said kid hits home run and then bat flips, knocks out the umpire. And he's like he hits a home run and then he does just casually like throw the bat back
Right.
towards the box
Yep.
and it hits the umpire right in the head and he goes down. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Is
Holy smokes. All right, let's flip. I have 5 bigs. Hopefully flip. I have deuces. Against queen 5, we need deuce. Really just need to hold. Now we need a deuce. Oh, no. Can you glitch prize in third?
I think so. I think you can, yeah. I think you can glitch prize in either first or maybe the second or third.
Gotcha.
Um,
All right.
dude,
One more.
I just saw that there was this study because you were talking about the umpire getting hit in the head. I just saw there was this study that like they're discovering even more of like the effects of concussions. Like there was a study that said even like a mild concussion on a kid makes kids less likely, like 15% less likely or something to go to higher education, like controlled for other variables. It's crazy, isn't it? Just like one concussion and like your brain is not the same. It's wild. It's wildly scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I don't know, man. Feels like football's on its way out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I find the sport fun to watch, but yeah, the effects are manifold. I think for players, really bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've had any bad concussions, but yeah, that's
I had a moderate concussion when I was younger. I was playing my parents owned a fitness center when I was like preteen to teen. And I just lost ace 10 to king 9 in a sit and go. They my dad and I were playing like a pickup game of basketball, like 3-on-3 or something. In like they had like a basketball court in this fitness center. It was like a racquetball court, and sometimes they would lower a hoop and you could play basketball there. And my dad actually landed on my head. We were both scrambling for a like loose ball, and like I got there first and dove on, and he was diving too, and he like landed on top of my head on the floor, like bounced my head off the floor essentially. No. Yeah, and so like
Diamond. No.
I went to the hospital and they gave me the whole like don't go to sleep for a while spiel because there's risk of like coma and stuff like that. And then I was okay.
No, totally.
I was fine, but yeah, that's the only time I've ever been concussed.
Yikes, man.
And I think it was pretty mild. I mean, I was a kid, so I was like shaken up, but it wasn't. I don't think it wasn't classified as like a severe concussion or anything.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm glad we don't. That's not that close, you know.
Yeah.
Like we've never been in that quite a spot. Buddy, you can go to the single table scene. I just got eaten alive for 2 more $25 spins. I think I'm gonna bag it for the rest of the night, which is crazy.
Fair enough.
Never do I.
I'll probably just play the Benjamin now then.
Yeah. Well, whatever. You're still rocking those spins. That's good.
It's a weird spot. I got pocket nines here.
On the 883 Jack 4.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I don't think you're ahead in that spot. That's a bummer.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back to raising because I've got pocket kings.
No rest for the wicked.
Right.
Man,
That
they
one gets
sniffed
through.
it out.
Right. Well, 9 of 15 right now. 7 places paid in this one. Could be a little while. The bubbles of the Benjamin sometimes take a bit too.
For sure. Yeah. I have seen it once or twice.
All right, take a walk. King 6, everybody folded. Yeah, Casey and I, what have we been? We've been watching. Oh, yeah, we watched the first season of this show called Pantheon, which is about uploaded intelligence. It's about like what if they figured out how to like upload human brains, like scan a human brain and make them into like a digital person, essentially.
It's not. There's another show that has that premise.
Like
It's
upload.
not upload.
Yeah, it's not upload. It's
Yeah.
this one's animated and it's by one of the most like renowned, like it's based on a novella or novel by like probably the most current, like most renowned, like current science fiction writer. His name's Ken Liu. And it's really got some high-minded ideas. It's really interesting, but it's also very personal. It's like focused on like a family and a daughter of this dad who is uploaded, I guess. But it's very good.
Uploaded.
Yeah, but it's called
What is it called?
It's called Pantheon. It's an animated show. It's on Netflix, I believe. Yeah. Really interesting stuff.
8.5. Is it all out?
It's got 2 seasons out. I don't know if they're making more, but there's 2 seasons completed, I believe. We watched the first season of that. It was good.
Gotcha. Looks like there's 2 seasons out already. That's wild.
Yeah. 2 seasons done. I don't know if they're making more than that. We got King 9 of clubs here.
It's above average.
Yeah.
Tank. Anatella. Wonderful spot. Nice hand.
Thanks.
That moves you up to like 6th.
4th of 15 at the moment.
Nice. Forgot you had chips behind.
Yeah, Pantheon was pretty decent. We watched that. We watched a show called Mythic Quest, which is like about a video game company. It's on Apple TV. It's kind of clowny, but it's decent. I wouldn't recommend that as a first choice. It's decent, but it's got some really good like comedic moments at times, but the overall overarching plot, I can't strongly recommend it. I wish it was like a little. I wish it was a little bit more. Like I think the first season was like a little bit more of like a send up of the gaming industry. Now it's more just like focused on like the weird little plots between the characters, and I don't care as much.
Yeah, I can get that.
All in Pav sending over the raid with 579 viewers. Pav, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Good conversation. Thanks, Pav. Welcome.
We appreciate you, man. I feel like I need more poker tournaments now. What up?
Folks, I'm here in the final 2 tables of the Nightly Benjamin here on BetRivers Poker. New client in Pennsylvania and the U.S., so we are U.S. poker players here in PA. BetRivers is the new hotness in Pennsylvania, newest operator in the state, as Pennsylvania is prepping to join the MSIGA and join up with Michigan and New Jersey for a increased player pool. We're all very excited for that to come. But yeah, my name's Keith Becker. I'm a Poker News ambassador as well. I work for Poker News, contracted for them to make content, do digital media at events, all sorts of things. And I'm sponsored by BetRivers here. And Nio and I have been doing a dual stream for a long time. He is my partner for forever now. I mean, when did we start the dual stream now, Nio? It was what?
Greater than 4 years ago?
Over 4 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, we've been after it.
Yeah. And,
we've been after it. Thank you so much for sending over the raid.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the follow, Gay Weed Farmer. What a name for the first follow to come through. Welcome.
How was your session, all in, Pav? Hopefully better than mine. I was able to get second in the $10 tournament for $95, and then I torched 3 binds in the $100 tournament, and things have not gone my way.
That's a tough balance there. Ace King, King. They chop it up here.
Hopefully they came in just in time. Oh, they did come in just in time to see you crush with this king high flush here.
Yeah, I'm considering whether I should have maybe tried to raise on the turn to increase the pot more, but not sure.
I kind of liked your line.
Do
we have anything?
Not anything to call that. I've queen deuce suited. It's not garbage, but
you know, you always love for the late in the hour heroics, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're enjoying the content, all of you who came over from Pav's stream, I'd really appreciate it. If you drop a follow, it really helps me out a lot. I'm here 4 nights a week right now, streaming on BetRivers, including every Thursday, the dual stream here with Nio. So come back and watch again, and we'll be back right after the break. Pav says I avoided losing 10 sessions in a row. Massive momentum shift. So the downswing has been broken then. All right, folks, when we come back here, it's going to be 5 of 15 here in the Benjamin. 7 places paid tonight. Down to sand and all right, I'm back and ready to battle. Let's do it. The cards are not ready though. The 8 deuce.
Yo, what up, buddy?
Hello, sir.
I did fire the 25 and the $10 cubes. Sit and goes if anybody wants to join me over there.
Do you want me to
in
head
honor
back to the duel scene so you can show them?
Not yet. Nobody's joined me.
Oh, I see. Right.
BetRivers cool graphic here, but if anybody does decide to come battle with me, sure. But yeah, in honor of all in Pav's crew coming through, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we'll fire up a couple more events. Couple more spins. I feel like has a raid ever like made you fire a couple of extra tournaments and it resulted in like a big score or anything?
I don't know that I tie those things together as much as you do. So if it happened, I don't know that I really remember.
I definitely remember a few tournaments like I wouldn't have registered and I got like a raid that was really big for me at the time. Like it was I was really new into streaming. It was a $10 deep hyper and I registered this $10 deep hyper and I went on to win it for like $400 when I had like $500 or $600 on the account. It was like so hyped.
Nice. Yeah, those are the times,
I'm like, I'll fire 2 more. Yeah, that's the best. Those kinds of things fall that way. Hopefully it happens this time too. We'll double the bankroll with a little cube spin.
Ace King v King Jack here. Your doubles. But yeah, if you folks coming over for the raid have never seen BetRivers Poker, it actually, you might recognize the UI and the player avatars and things like that if you, like me, were glued to your seat during the Galfond challenge, or glued to the screen during the Galfond challenge. It is the former Run It Once software, which was sold to a company called Rush Street Interactive here in the United States, and now has been rebranded here as BetRivers Poker. But yeah, I couldn't get enough of watching the Veni Vidi Vici one, especially. I was like freaking just glued to the stream like every time. Yeah.
Classic poker content. Absolutely. That's a crazy challenge. I don't know, man. Like those types of swings, I understand they wouldn't do it if they couldn't handle the swings, but like I would be in tears if I was on either side of that.
I know, man. It's so hard to like imagine getting to that level where you're like, you wrap the stream and you're like, yeah, I lost $80,000 today, but we'll do it again tomorrow. You know,
we'll do it again. Always up a bit more than they were down, or a lot more. After all said and done. I don't know, man. Terrifying. Nobody wants to play with me. feel like you've been card dead since the break came back, which is only 4 minutes, but that's like a year in online poker
Yeah,
time.
it's not too bad. King deuce. Yeah, what have I had here? Let's see. I had an ace 7, but somebody raised before that, I think. Yeah. Queen deuce, 8 deuce, 6-3, ace 7, jack 7, 4 deuce. Yeah, pretty bad.
Oh, also, I know you haven't been following much of the Nintendo Switch leaks, but do you remember when, or not leaks, now it's officially announced, but do you remember when we...
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I shouldn't have interjected.
No, we were talking about It Takes Two, game Danielle and I played. First game
Yes,
Danielle
and then
ever beat.
and then the Split fiction game that came out that's made by the same dev.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual successor,
Right,
for sure.
right. Yeah, we talked
I
about...
was worried, like, yeah, we did, for sure. I think I'm definitely gonna play that game at some point. I was worried we weren't gonna, like, I was gonna have to teach Danielle to play on PC, and I was gonna have to do the whole due diligence and all that stuff. It's a launch title for the Switch 2.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So now I have a clear avenue and reason to buy the Switch 2. But
fully justified, I see.
But yeah, no, I would definitely pay $500 for the experience we had, and it takes two. It's just
Maybe
Danielle and I never played video games
be
together.
old enough by then to want to play it with me. Should be 7.
I don't know. I don't know about Split Fiction.
Yeah.
But I would say It Takes Two is a perfectly reasonable game for... maybe not. I don't know.
I think it might require a little bit more control than she has, is the only thing, and she can get frustrated a little easily.
Oh, yeah. I was talking more the storyline. Oh, you know the storyline of It Takes Two?
Yeah. No, I don't. I know it's
basically about it's about a mother and a father who are having troubles.
Yeah, okay.
And the daughter cries on a pair of dolls, and the souls of the mother and father get brought into the dolls, and you control these dolls as they try to make it to the...
Why do you just jam? I was thinking maybe I would 3-bet jam, but I have pocket 2s here. I think I'm just gonna fold.
Seems reasonable. But yeah, it's all about them coming back together and trying to return to their own bodies and stuff like that. And through the story, they resolve a lot of their issues, and they eventually, squash all those concerns.
Sure.
It's great. That might be a little heavy for Eden, but it's definitely a positive story. What do you got?
Pocket 5s. I don't think we always have to ship the pocket 5s. I think we could min raise as well, or maybe might even mix in some limps in there. I'm not sure, but probably raising or jamming most of the time.
Yeah, I'm not limping enough in that spot for sure. For 17 effective.
Yeah. Three-bet small, planning a 3-bet fold. Here we got Jack 10 suited. Flatted by the small blind off of 17. That's Monka.
So weird.
I don't have diamonds, I have spades.
Oh, worst. Criminal.
Weird, because my raise is looks very strong. So to be flatted is super strange. Yeah, I had heard that
it stun locks you for sure.
I had heard that It Takes Two is about people a couple with where their relationship is on the rocks kind of or whatever, right? They're having problems. Yeah. That's a bold conceit for a co-op game, because you're adding so much emotional depth that you have to navigate to a satisfying conclusion in addition to the gameplay. That's it's not an easy task, and from what I understand, it's a pretty it's like a masterwork. It's like a really good game.
Yeah, did it win Game of the Year? It should have.
It it definitely probably won like co-op Game of the Year. I don't know if it won outright Game of the Year. I think it might have been like Elden Ring, if I remember correctly.
It Takes Two received positive reviews and critics and won multiple year-end accolades, including Game of the Year.
Oh, it did. Okay.
At Game of the Year, it's 2021. It's the best. Like, how do I say it? It's the best. It's not the best video game I ever played, but it is the best experience I've ever had playing video games.
Oh wait, when did It Takes Two came out? I was thinking it was 2024. It was before that. It was like
2021.
Oh, okay. Because 2024 I think was like Elden Ring, but that was much more recent. Yo, Kyle, thank you for the raid. What's up, brother? Hope you had a good stream, brother. Good luck on the rest of the night. Appreciate it. Reason here we got pocket tens. Get it through.
What up, Kyle? Nobody wants to play with me? I thought, like you said earlier, man, me registering Spin and Go is like sending up the bat signal. Elimination.
King 8 we're folding here. Ooh, 9s run into 10s.
Brutal. I thought that was you for a second. You have the same avatar on my screen as the
yeah. No, I do have the same avatar on my screen too as the person on my right.
Oh, panic! There's a lot of
I'm gonna be all in here, bud.
Good luck.
Pocket tens. This player is pretty tight from what we've seen. Of course, it's a very small sample size in these like player stats, but
yeah,
they've got a 14% VPIP, 5% raised, but only over 37 hands. So we can't put too much stock into it. Big blind tank calls with jacks. What? 10. We both get a flush. Theirs is better. Why am I running into players freaking having it behind, dude?
Yeah, Elliot's just snap out of there too. Like the person you talked all that time about.
Yeah.
Brutal.
No question, they were gone.
Nothing you can do there, my friend.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they didn't have that many chips to battle.
Yeah. Thankfully, we are still alive as a result of that. And even not destitute.
Did you see the backlash about Switch 2 game pricing, by the way?
I did see a little bit of that, I think.
Yeah. Do you think it's ludicrous or no? So it's $80 for a digital download of a game. $90 for the first party Mario Kart. $90 for the physical copy of the game.
I mean, it's tough. But game prices have been like sort of static for a very long time. Inflation's gonna inflation, and Nintendo, if anybody's gonna drive the prices of games, Nintendo offers a niche product that is so different from its competitors that they just kind of can. Gonna be all in again
Yeah.
here, I think. Yeah. I'd rather do this than flat, I think. It's a weird one. I've got pocket fours.
Good luck, 4-4.
Nope.
All right, now you double, please. We've given enough charity to the rest of the table. It is time to take some back.
All right, well, we're all in again. What is this 2.5 out of 5.5? I don't know, but I have ace queen, so.
What is this?
Oh my
cold
gosh,
call?
running into it behind again. What is this?
Don't worry, it's pocket like threes. You're fine. Sean M's got nothing. Cold calls are scary though, man.
Right? Holden's gonna raise fold off 5.5 here. Win a flip, please. Just one flip.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a great spot.
Yeah,
Kill an 8.
super great.
Oh.
Sadly, didn't come true for us. Well, I think I let Eden down tonight. I do not think I've had a profitable session, my friend.
Oh, don't say that. I was just kidding earlier. Don't do that. Don't put me in that spot.
You made this bed, and I am making you sleep in it to make myself feel better about losing poker tonight. My daughter said, I think you're going to win 5 sessions in a row, and Naigo said we got to do it for Eden. And I'm a failure of a father this evening. Down $144 on the night. I was in for
show me the
clip on that
three.
In for 345, out for 195. Down 145 tonight.
GG.
Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We did not win a key flip there, as well as some other hands, ran 10s into jacks, etc. You saw it. But I will be back to do it all again, I believe, on Sunday. I've been streaming some Fridays recently, but tomorrow night I'm headed to a surprise party for a good friend of mine from high school. So I'll be off the next 2 evenings, but you can find me right back here on Sunday. Now, when can the folks find you again next?
I am all booked up this weekend, man. I have family events both days, so I will just be joining you next Thursday if you'll have me on the dual stream, if that's cool with you.
Absolutely, would love to have you back. We'll plan on that next Thursday. You can find me and I here, but in the meantime, yeah, I'll be live. I think next week I'll be back to sort of what's been my regular schedule on BetRivers. I'll be live Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday. But thanks so much, everybody, for being here. We're going to find somebody to pay the love forward from All in Pav, Kyle Anderson Poker. Send the raid to somebody in the poker directory. Show them some love. Give them some support. Represent the community well, and we'll catch you next time. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Later.